g'day once again to ye, my lords, my ladies, and everybody else not sitting on a cushion. I be your glazed and particular DM, Josh the Pirate, and it brings me pride, pleasure, nay, honour to welcome me back to Corsair's Cove and my Humblewood world for more of Songs and Scales. With me, I have me hearty crew. I first met him just outside Jerusalem on a mountaintop, praying to God, asking for his forgiveness for the Saracen blood spilt by his blade. It's the big Viking Mitch. In Italy, she saved a fatherless beauty from the would-be ravagings of her dastardly uncle. It's Jess, the Queen Binch. In Greece, she spent a year in silence to better understand the sound of a whisper. It's Karen Schlink. And like a wind from Gelderland, he sweeps by, blown far from his homeland in search of glory and honor. We walk in the garden of his turbulence. So don't breathe too deeply. It's Sack the Renegade Chicken.
I was going to say, that was
phenomenal.
Like a far more positive connotation than I'm used to.
So let's talk about these lovely folks, shall we?
All Knight's Tale references are
Yes.
excellent.
Yes.
Knight's Tale references.
Perfect.
Yes, I tried to work in Gilding the Lily as well, but I couldn't figure out how. Never mind. So, yeah, guys, who the absolute heck are you? Mitch, who the heck are you?
How
Thanks,
you going,
Tony.
everybody? I am Mitch, also known as Big Viking Mitch. I am playing Hank this evening. Very happy to be back and playing Hank again. You can find me on the Twitter, where I'll occasionally twat at Mitch_Earnshaw. You'll see the link in the chat. And yeah, that's me.
Hell yeah. Jess.
Hello, I am Jess. I am Zach's, what's the opposite of better? Worser half.
Oh,
Worser.
fair.
It's
Factually incorrect, but go on.
factually correct. Let's go. I am here playing Milo tonight. He is my little hedgehog baby boy. I love him very much, and I am very excited to be back playing.
Hey, Omi, good to see you, buddy. How are you? Thanks very much for those resub, you bloody champion. Long time, mate. Good to see you. Karen, who the heck are you?
Hi, I am Karen, also known as the Mother of Bunnies, and today, Slayer of Flies with my bare hand. It irritates me no longer.
It's a lot easier to
Kill a
kill a
fly?
fly with a bear's hand than Karen's.
Yeah, I just had it lying around casually, and that little fucker kept landing on my leg and just...
Get his ass.
Yeah, I'm a former writer and internet addict, and tonight I will be returning as Kiki, the firework-flinging pigeon of doom. Of doom seems bad. Of joy? Firework-flinging pigeon of joy. There you go.
Yeah, done.
Doom of joy.
Doom or joy, depending on whether you're friends or not.
That's it.
I like
And Zach,
that one.
who the heck are you?
Hi, yes, I'm Zach, Jess's worstest half, and I'm back tonight.
Westest.
Yes, I'll be playing my my chicken bard. Yes, exciting.
Bard.
Love to be back.
Excellent. And I'd be Josh the Pirate, but you know that. You're here. You've joined already. You've probably seen me before, and if you haven't, very welcome. Thank you very much. More like Ward, actually, I think. Chard. Chicken
And
bard.
his
Yeah,
little
yeah.
dragon, Crush.
Yes, that's.
And I wanted to share with everybody the cool thing I found in an op shop yesterday. An original box 1 of the basic rules set for the Dungeons & Dragons fantasy roleplay game.
That's insane.
Which I think is crazy. This is a 1983 TSR Hobbies, all rights reserved. And there is only 2 pictures of female characters in it in the entire book.
Well, didn't you know that women aren't meant to play D&D because our
No
brains
girls
are...
allowed.
Yeah,
Because
women in
Just
D&D
as our
weren't
Lord
invented
and
until
Savior
the
Gary
90s.
Gygax intended.
Look,
Yeah.
it's gotten better.
It's just-
Both of the pictures of women are very booby as well. But you know where you won't find large quantities of booby images of women? At Every Trick Books. They have a nice variety of
Yes, the female representation were really lacking. Flat-chested women.
just normal body shapes and sizes. Yeah.
Look, as a flat-chested woman, I like to feel represented. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
As a booby woman, my back hurts.
If you enjoyed tonight's episode, which I hope you will, we've enjoyed it so far. We are running an adventure called Breakout from Blood Moon Bay, by the wonderful Glenn Watkins of Every Trick Books, and the artwork in it. I mean, there's 2 women on the front cover. No, 1. That's a bloke. But she's not particularly booby. Yeah. The artwork's great. The story's great. Strong recommend. Check them out at everytrickbooks.com. And if you are interested in making any purchases over there, use code COVE15, capital COVE 15, to get 15% off at the Every Trick Books store for the next month, I think is going for. Enjoy that. We're also affiliated with Trollord Games, the wonderful beans over there, TLG. Can't speak to the quantity of boobs or not in that one, but there's probably quite a few. Here we go, let's see. But representation-wise, also very strong peeps. They do TTRPGs as well on their websites, trolllord.com. Check all their stuff out over there. Darius, just once I want to see an image of a lady in D&D with her boobies down to her knees that she could potentially use as a bludgeoning implement or something. Not actually, I don't care about boobs. It's just let's get the nice range of all bodies.
Images of the hags from the Monster Manual.
Hey guys, I have a new character idea. Proceed, do not steal. Yes.
Dad bod
You say bludgeoning, right?
I remember there was a discussion when Baldur's Gate 3 came out that Halson should have more of a dad bod. He shouldn't have been so ripped. He should have, had a little padding.
Yep.
They could have made him. They could have made him a bear, of course.
Yeah.
He's not. He's a guy.
That gets it.
Yeah, but no, he's right. Yep. No. Yeah, that. Dad bod barbarians. Yeah.
I must also remind our audience that time is racing toward us until the Huns arrive, so if you heed my every order, you might just like, follow, and subscribe to all the things, you bloody champions. We have all the exclamation mark socials, we have a YouTube where you can check out all the previous episodes you may have missed, and little excerpts in our shorts channel as well, like last week where Karen made me snort laugh by screaming at the correct moment, and... We have a Discord if you want to come and hang out with us there as well. All of those things are free to do. Karen, would you mind telling us about the Ukraine?
I can. You may remember a few years back there was a war in Ukraine, and I regret to inform you that it continues. The horrors persist, and so does the war in Ukraine. So if you have some spare pennies rattling around your digital wallet, you can follow the link in chat to donate to the Ukraine Crisis Appeal through the Red Cross. And they will send those dollary dues through I don't know how international money transfer works, but they will send that money to the Ukraine where it will be put to some good to mitigate the horrors that continue to persist. So if you can, that'd be awesome. But again, cost of living is bullshit, so if you can't, don't feel bad. We understand. We really, really do.
Alrighty. Well, I think we need a bit of a recap about what happened last time. Mitch, would you indulge us?
Yep. Well, we found ourselves in a very strange place indeed. We've escaped the clutches of our teleportation captors, but now we're just trying to figure out where the hell we go next. We left the large banquet hall behind us, and thankfully Milo did not bring a snack with them. I still stand by the fact that the magical illusion food was actually fecal matter.
Didn't taste like it.
That's what magic does. But we could hear some heavy breathing in the distance. Not the naughty kind. It was a bit strange. So we followed the sound, and we found ourselves face to face with a large stone giant wedged tight into the tunnel, blocking the way ahead. Perhaps the tunnel out of here We don't quite know yet. Hard to say. The giant, Gordrum, seemed absolutely harmless and sought some assistance in getting themselves unstuck. They'd wedged themselves in the tunnel after trying to chase down a Locatha, which is some sort of fish dude. Unfortunately, unwedging him will require some rest, so Milo can cast a spell that'll help. So, to kill time, we thought we might as well explore some of the areas that we'd left behind us, just to see if we could find a way out. The closest room to us was putrid, filled with corpses of all sorts, including the Lacathas. And, of course, the pile of corpses in the middle was alive. So that was fun. I got to show off my talents finally and vanquish the foe with minimal issue, with a bit of help from the others. And we established after that that there was a rune on the floor, which was the source of the power that seemed to bring the pile to life. After cleaning up a miniature golem that got spawned, we moved onwards to explore another room. After gaining access to this other room, we determined it was in fact a raided armory of some sort. But not everything in there was gone. Turns out that there's some animated armor inside, which attacks us. And that is where we find ourselves.
I think, I don't remember it exactly, but I believe Josh used some words to the tune of like a refuse golem or something similar.
Cast off.
Cast off, sorry, not refuse.
Ah.
So it's
It's
So
I
not
think it's
animated armor so
I
much.
think it was multiple suits of armor with bits of body still in them that kind of went Transformers
Yeah.
mode and turned into some awful horrific thing.
And Kingsley saw
Well,
a painting
thank you for
of
the
the four of them
clarification.
fighting
It.
such a thing on the wall just before that happened.
Because I saw it, went, fuck, no, don't look at it, guys, we should leave.
Yeah, God damn it!
It was too late.
Kingsley's pattern recognition just a little too slow. So, mateys,
Yep.
may the contents...
Maybe the armor was to talk. Sorry, that's my bad. I got speech in.
May the contents of the next room you enter not assemble itself into something humanoid and hostile, and all the corridor blockages you meet be friendly and helpful as you head tremulously at first and then with mounting heat and passion into the Everden. So, we return to the lower levels of the tower at Blood Moon Bay. The gang has just entered a room full of bits of armor with a picture on the wall of the four of them being attacked by a giant suit of armor. The bits of armor on the floor then started assembling themselves into a giant suit of armor, which shows that at the very least, Kingsley's pattern recognition is on point, is what I have written. I think we need to roll initiative. Get us started. Let's see if we can get some...
Nice, alright.
No, I really do think we're okay.
He
be
looks
fine.
friendly.
We might be alright. We
doesn't
could try
really.
talking.
Uh-oh.
I don't have very much in the way of spells left.
Okay.
He
Well,
sends a D4 to Karen.
It's a huge 12 on my initiative roll.
Nice.
Ooh.
Well, that's nothing compared to my huge 7.
Oh boy, calm down, man.
Oh boy!
I got 10
It's in
with
September.
a +5.
Terrace, you've got a while. It's normally around Talk Like Josh the Pirate Day. Actually, we normally do it like on my birthday. So hang on, where were we? Hank got a 17.
Or
Then
did.
we have a 12 from Kiki, a 10 from Milo, and a 7 from Kingsley. So if we swap, okay, there we go.
I like to think, even though he was the first one to see it coming, this is the effects of panic.
Amazing. The golem's actually going to get to go first. That never happens to me. Cool. Alrighty. I'm very excited. Can we get... I pressed the button for different music. Come on. Amber,
This is Sirenscape.
play. There we go. Alright. So, you are standing in a room. It is about 50 feet... No, about 35, 40 feet across. and square, there is a door on the far side and the door that you just came in. The creature creature is probably overstating things. The large agglomeration of bits of metal stands up, and it's wielding a weapon made of... It's a large sword, but it's actually really just a sharpened shin guard. But it's a really long one. It is going to firstly take a couple of swings at... I'm going to roll a d4 for it. I think it's the only fair way to do it. That's a 2. That's Milo. I'm going to swing at Milo a couple of times. Nat 20 and a 19 on the dice.
Oh dear.
So a 27 and a 28 to hit.
27 misses.
I'm a teacher.
Oh boy.
Help! Help!
All right. So I need a bunch of those. There we are. Boo. Boo. A total from the dice rolls of 14, but I am adding a further 8 to that, so it will be 22 plus 16, 38. Yes, 38 points of slamming damage. This is technically bludgeoning.
Ow. I don't have resistance to anything.
And then it grabs its left arm grabs its right arm and yeets it across the room at Kingsley. It has an ability called Appendage Throw. The golem throws one of its appendages at a target. Please make a dexterity save, Kingsley.
Oh boy.
Put it in your backpack. Put it in your backpack.
Dex save. This will go fine. Hey, that's actually not bad. 19.
That's not bad, no. Alrighty. Trying to bring... Oh, amazing. Okay. Sure. It lands on the floor. You dodge under it, and it lands on the floor behind you. However, if you've ever seen the Addams Family, it sort of picks itself up and starts running around on its fingers, and it starts scuttling towards you on its fingers.
I live in a house with other people, so I don't believe I can replicate it. But I think Kingsley lets out a possibly the most blood-curdling scream you have heard him make, inclusive of all the times your lives were being more actively threatened.
I'm gonna let this thing run at Kingsley. I need you to know, in character, Milo is actively not targeting it.
Right.
Just because of that scream.
Next is Hank.
Alrighty. You'll see Hank, he'll just turn his head and then crack, and as he cracks his neck, he'll enter rage mode. And,
Super Saiyan.
Larry isn't out at the moment, so I will just move in to combat range and, swirling my maul around, and I'm going to go to try and kneecap it. Take a swing.
It's not a hit.
I'll add my D4.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, true. Nice.
Big money.
Therefore, 18.
Oh, is the number you needed.
Beautiful. That will hit. That will hit 4. And I'll re-roll the 1. So 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2. So that's 12.
Yep.
Because I'm now at raging. So that's 12 damage.
Lovely.
For the first attack. And that's bludgeoning damage if it matters.
No.
Let me just double check this. Nope, nothing there. Alright, and I will make a secondary attack. So kneecap, and then swinging it back the other way, I'm going to try and smack it in the helmeted head region.
Yep. The head is actually like 3 helmets
that's a
sort of
miss.
crushed together.
That's a swing and a miss.
Oof. Yep,
Okay.
that is a miss.
Yeah. I did not recklessly attack those, so yeah, that is my turn. I'm trying to interpose myself between Milo and the creature.
Cool. You take off, like it
Thank
just
you.
the first swing just takes out a huge amount of the a large quantity of the metal that makes up its knee, but it's just plates. It's just bits stuck together, sort of thing, and it almost immediately like another bit sort of shifts down to take the place of the bit that you knocked off. Like it's already growing a new arm to replace the one it yeeted at Kingsley.
Fourth.
A new one is forming. Next is Kiki,
Okay.
with Milo
Well,
and Duck.
I think I'm going to hit it with my stick.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, I know,
I
crazy
like the way you
innovative.
think.
Old
I like the way you
strategy.
think.
Yeah.
Captain better checks it.
I'm gonna swing, swing, and see how that works out for me. Oh my god.
Not great.
13. Fortunately,
Oh,
I
wow.
get to swing again. 29.
Holy shit. There you go. Yeah, that'll do it. Roll me some damage.
Okay. That's going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage to the golem.
Lovely.
And then I'm going to burn a
Key
key
point.
point.
And do it a couple more times.
Do I want to... I don't know. 'Cause I-
You could maybe try and stunning strike it or something.
Yeah, and I'm just assessing my options over here. Can I do stunning strike yet?
Pretty sure. You're level 10.
Yes, as a treat.
You can have a little stunning strike as a treat.
What is this? Is this a sweet treat? It looks like a sweet treat.
Key point. Oh yeah, cool. If you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 key point to make the target stunned until the end of your next turn if it fails a con saving throw.
Oh, con save. Okay.
So absolutely do that. Roll a con save to not be stunned
I'm
by my
stunned.
beauty. Hey, you're stunned.
Yeah.
Nice.
How does it look when Kiki, the fireworks saleswoman, stuns somebody with her stick?
I like to think a bunch of sparks shoot out of the end of the pole. It's almost like a little extra energy pulse as it makes contact. Like a flurry of sparks, and it kind of reels back. It's like, ah!
I was gonna say, surely it's some form of flashbang, right?
Yeah. Very nice. Do you hit it again?
Well, there's no reason why I can't. So,
Yeah. And you have advantage now that it's stunned.
Yes, you do.
yes. So, I will flurry of blows to punch it a couple of times while it's stunned, please.
Yeah, you do.
First flurry of blows is 14, which isn't going to hit.
No. But you
Doing great so far. Let's
with
try
advantage.
again. Oh shit, it is with advantage.
But
Yeah,
the
that was a
second one-
14, then a 15, so nope.
The first one didn't.
I'll roll the second one properly with advantage. Oh my god. Yeah. Even stunned, I can't punch.
Try one more time, because it's still you have advantage. So,
Yeah, I rolled that second one with advantage.
oh, okay. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it's-
missed.
Yeah, you're wailing on it. It's just not doing anything. It's. I think actually what's happened is you sort of spray it in the face with this sort of shower of sparks and light, and the entire thing just sort of clunks and it just sort of shrinks down a little bit, and all the gaps between it just close up, and it just sort of goes very still, and that makes it significantly actually harder to damage, not hit, but damage.
Or Kiki's just kind of punching it because it's so solid. It's like, ow, god damn.
Brave King App, what what is your confusion regarding the cleric spells for level 1?
Explaining the whole bag's gonna take a while.
They know all of the spells on the list, but they can only select a certain number. I believe the number equal to their wisdom modifier plus their level, I think.
Plus the level, yep.
But they can only have that every day that they know,
Yeah.
but they can change it overnight.
And they can cast any of them any number of times, any of the ones that they've prepared any number of times. They don't have to
as long
only
as you
cast
got the
one each.
slots.
As long as they have the spell slots. Yeah. I think hopefully that's the information you're looking for. Kinky, that wasn't bad because it gave everybody else advantage. It's Milo's turn.
Woohoo!
You're all up
Milo's
it's
going
up
to
in
go
your
eight-
George Foreman, not the other way around.
May that advantage serve the rest of the party better than it
Better
did
than
me.
it did you.
Man, I
True.
love that. It's up
what
in
is
your
the-
George Foreman. Brilliant.
Yeah, no, that sucked.
That is good.
That was good. What's the advantage from again?
From
it's stunned.
stunning strike, so it can't move.
Excellent. So I don't
fully
have to bother
incapacitated.
fairy firing,
It can't even react.
and it can't. So dex save, it just automatically fails.
Yeah, probably. It
I think
automatically fails strength and
stun,
dex saves.
Strength and dex, yeah. Any of the ones that would require it to
Excellent.
physically
I always have to
respond,
Google
I think.
conditions. I just don't have the memory for them.
Restrained. Cool. Milo's going to send out his little spiders and say, "Go get him." These spiders. I don't know how they weave a web this fast, but they do. I have exactly one. Oh no, never mind. I can just cast it. I cast web.
You cast
On
web?
him, and he just stays there. I think. Let's wrap this guy up in a spider web, keep him restrained, and beat the shit out of him.
Love it. Yeah,
I am going to back up though because he hit me really hard.
he did.
I would like to expunge all 25 of my movement feet to
You
go that way a
basically
bit.
Back up to
I'll go
the
stand
wall.
in the
I
doorway.
expect.
Yeah. I'll go
You get
stand in
about
the door, guys.
you get about as far away from him as you can. It's hard to get more than 25 feet away from the guy, but you do. Next is Kingsley. There is an arm.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of that. I'm assuming. Oh, actually, I guess I don't really know
It
whether
can't
this is
see
its
you.
own creature, or whether it's just an effect.
It hasn't
I
been
don't know
s-
if Kingsley's willing to take that.
It doesn't seem to be stunned like the other thing.
Yeah,
He did say it can't see you.
that is true. All right.
Well, it's
do-
moving around. It's like it doesn't know exactly where you are. It's sort of looking for you by the looks of it.
Hate that. Kingsley, I'm just looking over my things to see if I should do something different than what I originally thought, but nope, I think this is the most in character, especially, you said this thing's walking around, is it within melee range of me? Or like a little distance away?
It would be. I think it landed 10 feet behind you.
Okay, if it's just that little bit then, I think, Kingsley has shrieked as the thing is tossed at him and begins to crawl, and I think just on instinct will raise both claws, and you'll see that familiar sort of green filigree shoot out from his hands into the shape of a bow as I'm going to Bardic Blast the thing twice.
Bardic Blast.
I'm ignoring the big one. I want that hand away from me.
Fair.
So let's see if I can roll worth a damn. Not bad. That's a 23 for the first attack.
That's a hit.
I'll roll the damage for it. Oh, I love not having agonizing blast. That's 1 damage.
Oh,
And then I'll roll a second attack.
good. That's rough.
Oh. Yeah, you don't
and
have
that's a
agonizing
16.
blast because you're a bard.
A 16
Yeah,
does not
I know.
hit, I'm
It's
afraid.
tough. Oh, I mean, yeah. Okay, so it probably shares its value with the big thing. That is unfortunate. I think that knowing that we're planning on doing a rest soon, I think that he's actually going to look in this moment towards Milo, who has just sort of like backed up towards the door where Kingsley was standing, will shift to the other side of him as he kind of grabs Milo's shoulders and pivots him sort of in front, like towards the thing, and just goes, "Kill it!" And I'm going to give you Bardic Inspiration.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. Milo's just gonna be.
I will actually say, I will change this slightly because of the way I've been playing Kingsley so far.
No,
He's
I
horrified
love
of the
this.
thing. He does say kill it. I don't think he full meat shields you.
Okay.
I think he's standing next to you and he points in its direction and screams, but he wouldn't. His instinct would not be to put you in harm's way.
Yeah.
Specifically Milo, or
I think anyone, but especially Milo.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like, I think it'd be funny.
Oh, I'd say especially Milo and Kiki,
Yeah.
the people he
because-
grew up with. Yeah,
And also who aren't big fucking tanks.
yeah, that too.
You know,
Um,
that's kind of part of that.
Splendid.
He's
Yes,
a tank
and
at
that'll
heart.
be the end
So
of my
does
turn.
Milo.
As
I
I
have
think,
20 hit points left.
yeah, I'm not going to put Milo in harm's way, but having done a whopping 1 damage, I will then inspire Milo to hopefully kill the thing.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Milo
Um,
feels so inspired. Land another stunning strike, I dare you.
We go back to the top of the order. It's the thing. The thing can't move. The stun, I presume, wears off after that turn. However,
It's at the end of the monk's next turn. So
oh,
on
okay.
Karen's turn, it'll still be stunned, so Karen can still hit with
Get
advantage.
advantage. Yes.
Oh, well, we'll see if that helps.
Well, hopefully, eventually.
I believe.
Oh, we've
However,
got to level out one
the
day.
appendage. Yes, he is. I mean, Helvig. No, he was warlock. He was a warlock. He's Helvig, the other hedge character, was a warlock. Custom homebrew kind of warlock. No, celestial. He was a celestial warlock.
Gotcha.
The appendage is going to scuttle. Jess, pick odds or evens.
Just hit me. Evens.
It is. This thing is going to scuttle towards Milo. Milo, please.
Milo goes, ah!
I think maybe the screaming has somehow convinced that I'm not a threat.
How is an 18 to hit?
Misses.
Hey!
I have a 19 AC.
It rushes and grabs and launches itself straight at your face. And you pretty much sidestep out of the way. It's giving metal facehugger.
Yeah. Milo just kind of goes,
And it sails over your shoulder, and Kingsley then has to screech as he ducks under it as well, because he's sort of, that's that shoulder it's aiming at. It misses, and the rest of it is stunned. Pact of the Inner Flame, that's the one. Well done.
Very
Hank,
nice.
with
All
advantage.
right.
now it's going to be fucking flat. We're making alfoil today.
I'm going to kind of throw my maul to my right hand and then act like I'm throwing it, lean around and throwing it past him. And Larry will appear on the far side as though catching the maul, and then we'll take a swing in. I will take a swing in, not Larry. So Larry's been summoned with advantage. We roll. Hang on, that's not how you do it. Let's try again. Oh, sorry. The first hit was a... Oh, okay, hang on. I've just button mashed, basically.
Nat 20. though.
So, yeah, nat 20.
Nice.
Hills, yeah.
So that's a nat 20
A winning
on
ticket.
the second of my first rolls, because I did not successfully hit advantage. That is going to be, let me turn that back to non-crit damage. And it is, why is it not doing that flat roll? There we go. Oh, 6 plus 5 plus 5 is 16 plus 2 is 18 plus 12 is 30. 30 points of damage.
Good.
Alfoil.
for the first hit, as my Aunt Lena starts like flitting around behind me to try and distract from everybody else and make it focus just on me. And then I will drop down to one knee and kind of almost like I'm butting at it with the end of the maul. And I'll take another hit. This time I will successfully roll with advantage. 22 to hit.
Does.
That hits. Let's roll for damage. That is, another beautiful roll of 18.
Another 18. 62. Yep. It's still up. It's
All
the
right.
midsection is starting to look like there are several pieces of
Dented.
bits of it that are looking very battered.
Yeah, I'm realizing that my main kind of target would be center mass, since hitting extremities isn't really
Bits
going
of
to
it
do
are
an
just
awful
sort of
lot.
being
Given that the
blatted
extremities
off.
are kind of moving back, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to focus on center mass. So
Yeah.
that's my turn.
It's still relatively inactive. It's sort of just standing there, shuddering whenever you just rain blows down on it. Hank, they're very well done. Kiki, it's your turn.
Okay. So it's technically still stunned?
Yep.
Yep.
Awesome. I'm going to try and boop it again.
Boop.
Boop. Boop, boop, boop.
17.
That's 27 to boop.
That's pretty
Boop
good.
the golem.
You boop the golem.
Boop the golem. To cause 12 points of booping damage.
You boop it for 12.
And I'm going to boop it again. With a kind of ha-ha!
Really enjoyed it.
Dirty 20.
Hank and Kiki are just wailing on this thing while Milo and Kingsley go, ah! 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 In the corner.
It's very in character. I need you to know your mic peaked, so we didn't hear you screaming through yours, but we did hear you screaming through Karen's.
Good.
Amazing.
Excellent. That's a 20 to hit. Is a hit, my love.
Dirty 20 coming at ya with 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Very nice.
Boop,
Which
boop.
brings it to an even 100.
And to no one's shock, I am going to burn a key point
Hell yeah.
to... Ooh,
Kiki point.
I could stun it again. Was that helpful?
You could keep it just
Yeah.
unlocked. Yeah, you could try.
Yeah,
Is
I'm
very
going to
good.
stun it again.
All right.
And then I'm going to burn, because we're about to take a rest. So I'll get all these key points back real soon.
What is the number I need? Because I just got a 15.
Equals beats. It is not
Hey.
stunned. But I'm going to burn another key point and punch it a couple of times.
Nice. I will also say, obviously, if you wanna conserve your points or spend them differently, that is also fair. But there is no rule saying you can only try it once a turn. You can technically try a stunning strike on every punch you make.
Yes.
Well, I just punched it, so...
You did just hit it again.
Nice.
Do you want to roll with advantage to see if you can crit?
Oh yeah, it's still with advantage. No, I didn't crit.
No.
So it's going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage and roll another con check to see if it gets stunned.
That's 12. Not enough.
Haha!
It's still
Stun
stunned.
again. Let's
It's
go.
still stunned!
Time for
And
everyone's favorite game show, Flurry of Blows!
The classic.
And for our final flurry of this evening, that's very nice, it's 25.
Okay.
So another 9 points of punching damage. Kiki's
Sure.
just like, "Ah, ah, ah, bah, 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 bah." She's like, I will not miss again. I missed
No.
before. And when she does the stunning punch, like some sparks shoot out of her fist.
Yeah. It's still stun locked. Kiki.
Oh, like those
does that-
fireworks like hiss, where they like the sparks shoot out and then they go.
It's also covered
nice.
in cobwebs as well, which I enjoy as well. And then, yeah, Kiki's final sort of stun, you spray sparks up in its face, and it doesn't seem to register. And then I imagine she sort of leaps with her hands clasped together and just brings them down on the top of its helmet. And there's just a dull ringing sound inside, like you've literally rung its bell. And then it's Milo's turn.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
Get in there, Milo! Fuck it up!
Yeah. And
Skitter.
Kingsley, were you telling me to kill it about the whole thing, or just
The
about
hand.
The hand.
Excellent. Milo's going to kind of ruffle around, pull his sleeve up. He's going to grab his forearm and peel the dagger tattoo off of it.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
A dagger is going to materialize in his hands. He's going to hold it backhanded and go, ah! And I'm going to run at this thing. Milo's going to dive on it, and I'm going to start stabbing.
Excellent.
Absolutely
Next attack.
incredible.
All right. This is a dagger attack, yeah?
Yes.
All right. Oh, shit. I did not roll with advantage. It's either a 23 or
You wouldn't
it's
have
a 20.
advantage on the
Oh,
arm.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
It's okay. It was a
arms.
23.
A 23 or an 18 if you're making 2 attacks because you are a ranger, so you can
Oh, yeah,
attack twice.
true. Yeah. I'll make
Um,
2 attacks.
Do the damage for the first one.
It's going to be 9 damage as
Um,
Milo is stabbing and stabbing and stabbing.
Milo, you stab the hand until it breaks, destroying it. And I'm adding that damage to the thing itself. I rolled for how many hit points the arm had. I rolled a d20 just to see. It rolled a 3. I was like, cool, Kingsley's probably got this on the first shot.
Oh, and then I rolled 1.
I was like, wow. Cool. It's more durable than I thought it would be. But Milo did manage to bring it down. However, Milo, the arm just breaks apart into 8 different pieces of armor, and it just sort of collapses to the ground.
Excellent.
Milo can pick himself up and then go in and stab the main thing if he wanted to.
Will you allow me, as my second attack, to throw the dagger from here?
Sure.
As
Absolutely.
I'll flavor the first one, as Milo just like repeatedly just realizes it's squash and he goes, oh,
Cool. Geeked. Yeah, you absolutely can.
that's not with advantage though, is it?
I think it is because it's still stunned.
It is?
Yeah, stunned.
You did get an 18
Even though
to
it's
hit the first
ranged?
time.
Yep.
But a
Stunned is
17
disadvantage on attacks.
Yeah.
I think,
Okay, cool.
unless
In that
I'm wrong,
case-
the only one where that
I think I
specifically
miss
matters
anyway.
is paralysis only gives auto crit to people within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Otherwise, most things that give advantage are just give advantage.
Yeah.
Well, so Milo,
I will use my bardic inspiration.
No, wait.
Oh,
You had, I mean, you can if you want, but you rolled, the first attack was 23 to hit the arm. You didn't make the second attack on the arm because you didn't need to. The second
Okay, I
attack you
figured
rolled was an
didn't.
18,
yeah,
which was
true.
a hit.
oh, thank God. All right. Yeah, I figured I wouldn't, but I'm chill with that. I'm gonna do 6 damage as he just throws the shadow dagger.
Hey, Milo, how do you do this?
Milo goes fucking feral. Kingsley spins him on his like little feet a little bit, points him at a target and goes, kill it! And Milo just, no thought, rips his tattoo off his arm, like backhand, like stabs the shit out of the hand, realizes, oh, that's overkill, okay, cool, spins, looks at this thing, hucks this knife, and gets it directly in the visor.
Note. Kiki has just dropped after ringing its bell, and then the dagger just passes through the air. Kiki has
Ring
just
its bell.
exited, and just skewers it, giving it a little unicorn horn very briefly until it just, like a pile of, a pile of animate metal, it just collapses to the floor, showering Kiki and Hank in metal, just bits of armor. However, I would say, given that the stuff is designed to be worn by creatures your size, no individual part is large or heavy enough to really injure you, so I'm not going to make you any saves for that one. Congratulations. You have survived the cast-off golem.
Kiki's just like, high fives around, high fives. Good work, team. Yes.
It was a little bit more of an even combat in terms of damage distribution. Kiki actually sort of kept up with Hank there.
Milo's gonna turn to Kingsley and say, "I didn't know which one you meant."
I think Kingsley just sort of breathes for a moment before he'll just... Great work, Milo. Thank you.
Thanks.
And I think we'll give sort of like a pat on the shoulder. I think internally Kingsley feels extremely not great about the way he handled that and is very glad that feathered creatures can't blush.
Milo will go ahead and stick the tattoo back on his arm. Gonna get the knife and just like put it like a sticker.
Larry's gonna look at Kiki and then look back at Hank and do some sign language. And Hank will say, yeah, I agree. That was pretty impressive with the sparks and the lack. That was very cool. And Larry will, when you kind of do that thing, Larry will pretend to tip a hat and will just disappear again. Yeah.
He's right, Kiki. You're very good at fire.
Absolutely. You all did amazingly.
You may be muted.
Yeah, you did great too, Kingsley.
I think Kingsley just laughs once, but there is no like, what's the word? Like there is no joy behind it. That is a very self-deprecating laugh. I think, as he just kind of goes like,
Now it's Milo's turn to give you a little pat, like not on the shoulder, but like on the back of your head, and just, it's okay, Kingsley. I cry all the time.
I think that like he full just pauses for a second, and I think he can't help but smile a bit as I think you manage to sort of pull him a bit out of it, and he'll just, right you are, Milo. All right, sorry about that. All right, everyone. So, maybe, and I think partially covering his eyes, we'll just walk into the room and, repeating what we did the first time, pick up the top of the frame and just turn it.
Yeah, deliberately not
just,
looking at the image?
Yes, deliberately not looking at the image.
Okay.
There's nothing behind the image on the back of the picture or on the wall.
You can investigate that if you like.
I would absolutely love to. I want to check the wall it was mounted on. I want to check the back of the picture, and if anything, it looks like I can peel the back of the picture off a little bit. I'd like to have a look and see if there's anything behind it.
And Milo tried to give Hank the help action by standing at approximately knee height and going, "Have you checked up there? Have you checked that one? What about this corner?"
I don't see how mechanically that helps, but you can actually do that, yes.
He's pointing out everything.
Yeah. Does that give advantage, or...?
Yeah.
And actually, I'll do mine after. Sorry.
14.
There is a signature, possibly... I don't know, this might be surprising to you. It is a hugely stylized, like very swirly, very artistic, or not really artistic, more grandiose signature. And you would guess that it says Zakore. Looking to see if you can peel in or off. You sort of try to a little bit, and you manage to get a sort of a little look in behind the where the canvas meets the frame, and there is nothing but blackness.
Oh, I'll just kind of very quickly shut that again. The
tips of your fingers feel very cold from being near it.
Right. Might leave that one over there.
What's wrong?
Yeah, there was kind of like a black void in behind the the back of the canvas. I don't really feel very positive about what I just saw. Kind of want to destroy it, but also kind of scared that attempting it might do something very bad. So
Was there anyone in there?
Better to be
no, it
safe.
was just blackness, just a black void, and it felt very, very cold.
Would you like me to shoot an arrow at it and see if it goes in?
I mean,
It sounds like a terrible
Maybe,
idea.
you mean
could
you
we
want to
set
maybe
the-
let's avoid that for now.
Could we
Yeah,
set the
yeah.
arrow? Could we set the arrow on fire and just kind of throw it in there and see if the light kind of?
Maybe let's
Maybe.
not interact with the void while we don't have to.
I liked your
That's a
fire
good
idea,
call.
Kiki.
I mean,
I
it
mean, I
could
think
be
you
a
meant to
way out. It
scream
could be
into
a
the
way
void.
out. We'll send Milo in first, right?
I'll go take a look.
No,
No.
Yeah,
Oh, no?
While this
not
is
yet.
happening, can I make some sort of check to see if I recognize the names of Kore?
Yeah,
You
it's the
said
name of the
sci-fi?
wizard whose tower you're in.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
Oh, wait, it's just been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So he's made these. Okay.
Because he's a prankster, bro. It's just a prank.
Yep, prank.
30,000 years in the endless void is just a prank.
Hey, you weren't necessarily supposed to go in. Like, it's
Milo would.
at most like a pencil thickness gap. You couldn't really get through it. You
Milo
just-
has gaseous form and will not be
That's
stopped.
true. you could, if you really, really, really wanted to, I'm sure, figure out how to penetrate the void. Yeah.
Sure,
Do
someone's
we
into
want to
that.
penetrate the void?
That's hot.
Why not?
Oh, bitch into that. There we go. We figured it out. We found the someone.
If you want, you can make an Arcana check about it.
Yeah, I would like to. It's not my best skill, but I'll give it a shot.
I'll avoid doing that.
Nice.
I don't want to.
That's
We have
better.
literally
That's
plus nothing to Arcana, so
That's
I
a
am
16.
Sorry,
And I will.
Zach.
I'll say
Zach
a
is-
16. I will say though the one caveat. I will have learned from my mistake a little last time, in that I will be thinking about it rather intensely, but not looking at it. I'm not going to be doing this, staring at it, going, what does this mean?
So this is really, it's only Kingsley would have the ability to know about this. He's the only full caster in the party. So he's the only one with the sort of the magical affinity to be able to sort of fathom this. It's not a painting in the traditional sense. So Corey did not paint this image. He bound a spell onto the canvas that reflects whatever, because it was specifically you four in the room with the golem. It wasn't predicting that you four would show up. The picture changed when you four arrived, and so looking behind the spell, effectively, there is nothing. There is no canvas. It's magical creation. So yeah, it's actually not the void, because the void is something very different in this world. The term for it would actually be the howling.
Right. Okay.
Sort of a magical nothingness, kind of like what you would put a demi-plane, essentially, but a very small one.
So it's a very small demi-plane attached to this canvas that I guess has been put there just as a byproduct of this spell.
Yeah.
That he's bound to it. Okay. Yeah.
You're just looking you're looking at a gap in reality where there shouldn't be one. You've just pried reality open a little bit because they magicked stuff on top of it.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I do think, with that being the case, Kingsley will just, continue to sort of warn people away from it. I'm glad he knows enough to know that. I definitely don't think he knows enough to know the consequences of breaking something like that, but knowing that it came from someone powerful enough that they owned this entire place and all the magic that comes with it, destroying it is not going to make it on my list of things to do. As I think Kingsley will just warn them
Yeah,
away.
I feel like messing around with a mysterious void demiplane in a wizard's tower.
Yes, let's
Like,
let's.
I don't think that's going to end well for
we're already
anybody.
finding it hard to get home. Let's not make it any more difficult.
Agreed.
Take care, Tony.
Yes,
Um,
I think we do still have one door.
Bye-bye, Tony.
If we're wanting to check that before we rest for the night.
Yeah, I reckon we go on check on the other side of this door too, since we're right here.
Right.
This
Well,
feels like a terrible idea.
Why do I
How
feel like
about,
another thing made of bits is going to try and kill us?
about,
Actually, just
And that's
before
Milo
we-
saying that.
just before we leave, I would like to investigate. As much as he hates it, I think Kingsley would stop for a moment to investigate the pieces of this creature
oh, sure.
to see whether any of the pieces of armor or anything else that they might be wearing or in possession of might be of note. Whether
Of note, not necessarily of use. Yeah.
Okay.
There is, I will say, enough armor in here to constitute a suit of armor for one of you that would fit one of you. So you guys can decide, of the four of you, if any of you want a suit of armor, what kind of armor you want, and then you can have it.
Okay, but nothing. Alright, nothing beyond that. I think that regardless, Kingsley grimacing will sort of poke through it all. I think feeling like he has something to prove now, as he will manually fish through it all and just prestidigitate himself clean at the end.
Every now and
Yeah,
again,
I might
you
even
find
just-
a shin, pretty rotten and nasty. There are some actual body parts still in some of the armor. Yeah, but beyond that, no. It's just it's not magic
Alright.
armor at all.
Yep.
And the I think that's be what you find. Sorry, yeah.
I can't wear armor.
That's fair.
I'm just going to grab a random little piece of it that seems to kind of fit into one of the gaps on my piecemeal armor of trophies that I have on my body, and just kind of find a little bit maybe on that covers my arm here and chuck that in my bag.
I was going to say, you got
I'll,
some nice
latch on
small
later.
pieces from that arm if you want Milo to smash that thing up pretty good.
The trick is, I
If you
don't
want like a little mosaic.
I'm trying to remember, can barbarians rage? They can rage in armor, but it can't be heavy.
Correct. Yes.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Hank is the only one who could effectively use armor anyway.
Yeah.
Between
I can wear light, but I've already got
my
better than
armor.
normal light. So
I'm a hedgehog and I have spiny quills and cannot wear armor.
And Kiki's a monk who doesn't wear armor.
So it would be,
Yeah, it would actually be a
She's
net
like-
negative for her, so yeah.
I do not protect myself
It's not
with
super
anything
useful.
other than myself.
So, there is a door at the far end of the room, which you hadn't already seen, as in before you came in, that from the layout of the corridors you would know goes to a different room than than the remaining room that you haven't looked in from the corridors. The one with the really
Sure.
fancy door that you haven't gone through yet.
Got it. Going up to it, looking for a keyhole, putting my ear against it, perception.
Yeah. Putting your ear against it, definitely. Yeah, this
22.
one would definitely have a keyhole. 22.
Yep.
Yeah, this room, the door is locked, and looking
No problem.
through, you can see it looks like a jeweler's showroom. Though much of the wares are like
I'm a
several.
jeweler.
There are like several display cabinets around the place, and a few of them have been cracked open. You can see one of them, the glass has been shattered. Through the door, looking through the door, you cannot see any creatures in here, and a few of the bits and pieces, like the jewelry and things, do seem to be scattered around. But unlike this room, there is nowhere near enough of it to constitute a being of any sort. So if you're concerned about a golem, that's probably not
Got
that.
it.
And I imagine
Just a
after
little
the
sparkly
corpses
one.
and the metal, you're probably like, okay, what in here is going to turn into a thing and attack us? Nothing of that you can see.
I'm gonna again put my eye right up against the keyhole, and then Larry's gonna appear on the other side of the door, peering back at me, and then I'm just gonna reach my hand up to like act as though I'm gonna unlock the door, and I'll switch positions with Larry and unlock the door if I may.
There is no. It is a key required situation. There's no
Oh,
latch or
okay.
anything. Yeah, the door has been locked with a
Right.
key.
Is it wooden?
It is. It's quite a heavy-duty
well.
door, but yeah. And-
Child incoming. I'm gonna just basically grab my maul and just start smashing the door.
Very well.
Kiki's gonna like see like Hank start like wailing on the door and be like, "Looks probably faster than picking the lock."
Hank, you've got magic weapons.
Come on, Hank,
yes?
put your
Or
back into
magic
it.
Stuff?
I do have a magic weapon, yes. I've got a
Is it
magic
the
weapon,
maul?
magic armor. It is the maul.
Are you using? You're using them all right now.
I'm using the maul, correct.
Yeah. Any other magical items on your possession?
Yes, I have my breastplate.
And the knapsack, actually, come to think of it.
Oh yes, the knapsack.
Oh, the one that makes pemmican, yeah.
Yes. Hank, there's he is. There is. Can you please make me a?
Hang on.
Yeah, a perception check, please. While you're breaking the door down.
Oh no. Is Kiki gonna feel real bad about encouraging this in a second?
No, he notices because I rolled really low. Hank is trying to break the door down and is going very much a "here's Johnny" sort of situation. And
Yes, Hanky.
You guys are standing watching Hank break the door down from inside the room, when Kiki could probably have picked the lock if she really needed to. But yeah, Hank is just working out some frustration on this door. The three of you are watching this, and there's enough space that you can see stuff going on. And a pink tendril seems to sort of drop down from behind. Hank, can you roll me, please? Or no, rather, can you pick highs or lows?
Hi.
Highs. Highs it was. So I will pick the thing that is better for you. Meaning that, yeah, the tendril sort of drips down, and about 2 seconds later is lifting back up the handy haversack that it appears to have taken off Hank's belt. The three of you sort of watch in horror as this pink tendril does this. The haversack is glowing slightly. What do you do in say and B?
Hank, tentacle. Hank is grabbing it. Don't look.
That's a bit rude.
Hank looks up.
Milo, if I can react fast enough, is just going to go straight for the bow on his back. I'm going to try to shoot this thing out of the air.
You may. You do that. Serena, enough. Thank you. Yes, please make an attack roll.
Yeah.
My +2 longbow. Oh, fuck off. It's an 18. I'm going to add my... is the AC on this going to be high? Or... honey, what's your bardic inspiration?
D6, I believe.
Yeah, I'll add it here. Just in case.
Yes.
Actually, let me confirm that.
19.
For you, 'cause it might be higher. No, mind,
should
it's a
be at least a
D8.
D8.
Sorry. It is a D8. Yeah.
So, 23.
23 is a hit. And
I was too scared that I might hit Hank just somehow.
yeah, the bow, the arrow flies, and roll me damage, please.
Max at 15.
Max at 15. And yeah, the tentacle is severed, and the pink glow immediately stops, and the haversack and the tentacle drop to the ground with a sort of wet squelch behind Hank. Hank, you look up and see above you. You'd have seen a jellyfish before. This is sort of like a giant pink jellyfish with a bunch of tentacles that are kind of gently but slowly reaching down towards you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You definitely see that. And I'm going to ask you to roll initiative at this point.
Oh,
Nice. All right.
20.
It sounds really kind of pretty in a weird way. Like
The
this pink...
picture isn't unpleasant.
Glistering.
It's quite a cute one.
oh, nice.
What I'm learning from all this
Oh,
is that
yeah.
Kingsley is just perpetually unprepared for combat.
Yeah, it's just kind of pretty, you know?
Oh my god.
It's not the worst thing I've seen today.
That's a funky guy.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1, by the way, so my initiative's 5.
Excellent.
Yay!
One for
Just to
Kiki.
clarify, I'm out in the room with them, right?
Oh, I thought you were in the
Yeah.
room with the creature.
Well, no. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I was just wondering how they saw that happening. That's all.
I think
No,
because you had
you've
started
knocked
to
holes
punch
in
a
the
hole
door.
through the door.
Oh,
So they
And
saw
so
it
we're just
through
seeing
the
it
holes.
behind you through the gaps in
Got
the
it.
gaps
Got
in the
it,
door.
okay.
So the door's still there, but we're just like, oh fuck, dude, there's something behind you.
If you
So-
were to look forward, you would see the three of us clustered, like framed by this
Yeah.
shattered doorway, just going...
Milo
and
say,
then
like,
Milo being like...
Hank and Milo go before it. Kiki and Kingsley go after it.
Cool.
Yeah, Hank, you look up. There's a thing up there. The room is, loads of jewelry scattered around. Several large, fancy-looking cases with leather and velvet, sort of pillows inside and things like that. Sort of occupying a 10-foot sort of splodge of the ceiling is a thing that has tentacles
within
down at you.
range of me to hit with the maul.
I figure you're quite tall and you can probably hit something on the
Yeah.
ceiling, yes.
Got it. Even if I need to, I'll obviously stop what I'm doing and bring my maul back over my head, and I'll just jump up and as if I'm trying to swat it out of the air
Yep.
with like a tennis racket. And I will take a swing recklessly.
Nice.
Advantage roll.
Part of me wants it to, bounce off, like it's too rubbery to penetrate.
Oh, 14.
Hey Kiki. You,
Oh, no.
You got your wish.
You hear a...
I'm sorry! I
no,
gave
it-
him ideas!
metal on metal clang.
It doesn't bounce off. Your magic maul slams into the side of this thing, and the head of it kind of sticks and begins to slowly be sucked into this thing.
So I'm hanging off it at this
Yeah.
point in time.
And a pink glow begins to encompass your maul.
Right. So my second attack is I'm going to swing my legs up so I'm pushing off the wall with my legs, and I'm going to give an almighty reef downwards to try and just yank this thing out from the inside of whatever this creature is, as I fall back to the floor, hopefully holding on to the maul. Recklessly again doing so. Oh, hang on.
There you
So that should work. 23 to hit.
Yeah. So you're trying to free yourself?
Well, I'm still holding onto the wall, and I'm just pulling down. I've got my feet on the wall to give me leverage, and I'm trying to just yank this thing back out so I can fall to the ground, still holding onto it. As I see it's because as I've described it, its head's constantly vibrating, and it's kind of vibrating its way into the body.
Yep.
I'm just trying to like pull myself and the maul out of it and back down to the ground.
You do that.
Um,
You yank the whole thing off the ceiling. And drag the head of your maul further into it. It makes a screeching, squealing noise, very high pitched and sort of like it actually like hurts you to hear. Roll the damage, please.
I'll re-roll the 2. I'm not raging. Another 2.
Another
so
2,
that
10.
is 10 points of damage.
Love
And holding on to the maul, I'm going to I'll look back through the door to where Larry's kind of peering through at me, like shocked, and I'll reach out towards him with one hand, and I will, since I haven't used my bonus action yet, I will switch spaces with him. And hopefully that brings the maul with me.
What does the ability specifically say about that?
I will read the exact text from it.
Because I think it's very smart, and I'm like, I want to not allow it because of reasons, but it is a very smart thing to do.
I just say the image of Hank yanking the entire jelly thing off the ceiling with sheer brute force is amazing.
Yeah.
All right. It just says you can use the echo in the following ways. As a bonus action, you can teleport, magically swapping places with your echo at a cost of 15 feet of your movement, regardless of the distance between the two of you.
Cool. You swap places with Hank. Hank is now standing in the room, holding onto your maul. That is still.
So Larry's holding onto the maul.
Yeah,
Got it.
Larry is. Standing in the room, holding onto the end of your maul. Larry going like, "Oh, hey, I've got the maul."
And a massive pink jelly.
A new hand touches the beacon.
And yeah, the pink glow continues to suffuse and, in fact, gets bigger around the maul itself.
Being a big mum said it's my turn on the magic weapon energy.
I love that.
That's my turn. That's my movement and bonus and action. So yeah, done.
Zach, I'm going to give you a D4 on that one. I really enjoyed that mental image.
Oh, thank you. I'll take it.
Cool. It's Milo's turn.
Yay! Milo's going to keep this bow raised, and he's actually going to fire 3 shots. The first of which is not an arrow, but a bolt of this bright, like sage green and white light that is going to hit this thing as a hunter's mark.
Hell yep.
And then I'm going to go for 2 shots right to the... Ooh, do I attempt to sever tentacles? No, just straight to the body. Straight to the body. Extra 1d6. Cool. So, first one... Oh, where the hell is... that explains it. Sorry, ignore me. Crit.
Nice.
You said that so casually. Just
Crit.
How does Hunter's Mark work with crits?
It does it does double, so it goes from a d6 to extra. Oh wait, we're doing brutal, aren't we?
Yeah.
So you do your d6 for Hunter's Mark
Plus-
and then an
plus
extra
6.
flat 6 as well.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, I rolled really well, so it's going to be 20 plus 6. So 26 plus the other 6 from Hunter's Mark is 32, plus my 2d8 is going to be 48 damage.
Holy shit.
Big
and it
hit.
is it's a plus
Hang
2
on.
longbow.
The
I rolled
longbow...
a 6, a 7, and a 6 on 2d8s and 1d6.
Yeah. You only need... The longbow only does one of those d8s.
What did we... Why is got... Oh, because my
Because
recent...
it's auto-critting. It's auto-rolling the crit for
fucking
you.
hell. Awesome,
so
I'll take
it's-
whatever the first one was.
It's 13 from the damage itself, plus 6, plus another 6, plus another 8.
13 plus
19,
12.
27...
33.
33, yeah.
Yeah.
Still hella damage.
Very nice.
I'm not going to whinge about that.
No. It is.
No, that explains it was auto-critting. I'll turn that off.
Yeah, it's still alive, and it is, and it screeches. Hank, can you please make me a perception check for Larry? As Hank is now like, get back! Trying to grab the maul out of it.
Mom
20.
said it's my turn with the maul.
20. Larry then turns to you and says in gesture, "There's a second one," and points in the far corner. And looking on, you can see a second pink cloud is currently trying to. It doesn't actually appear to have noticed, or if it has noticed, it hasn't gotten involved. It's like, all right, you have that. It's in the process of picking up a glowing sword from a display cabinet on the far
I think
side
that's
of the
okay, right?
room.
Should I take my second hit?
You can, if you like. Make a second attack.
I don't want to talk about that sword. I do want to talk about the dirty 20 that I just got hit by rolling a 7 on the dice.
Does hit.
1d8 plus 7 plus a d... Oh, come on. Sorry, it's playing up. It's going to be 12 plus 3 for 15, as Milo does a total of 48 damage, all up.
Nice. Another 15.
I think scary.
It is not... there is gore running down the haft of this... of Hank's maul that Larry is still trying to sort of... but, yeah... it's only making the pink glow infusing the thing look worse. These arrows sort of slam home into it. And one tentacle goes to each. Not to pull it out, but to like, is this magic? No, it's not magic. And like both of them just sort of leave them. The tentacle and the arrows slowly like drip out of this thing.
Yuck, 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 yuck.
Very good.
That's my turn.
That is your turn. The creature is going to use its first action to consume magic. As an action, the enchantment devourer targets one creature it can see, or one item it can see within 10 feet of it, and reaches out to absorb the magic of that item. The maul is rendered non-magical temporarily.
I'm glad you added that last word in.
Yeah. We will... can you please roll me a d4, please, Mitch?
Uh-huh. D4 rolled. 2.
The maul is non-magical for 2 days.
That's okay. I can deal with that. I don't know that, but I just imagine it's non-magical entirely. I just see the end of it stop vibrating.
And Larry, Larry feels it stop vibrating, and his eyes go wide, and looks at you and goes... and just sort of points at the end of the maul. And then with one final heave, yanks the maul out, and sort of shakes it off, looking at it, and looking really sad. And then sort of shrugs at you. The thing kind of gave it up. It will then pseudopod at Larry. And I got a nat 1. So it does not hit Larry.
Nat 1's what you get when you pseudopod.
Didn't even full pod.
The second one, however, technically Larry isn't like a magical effect, right?
Actually, yeah. Technically, because I was looking at it last time, that he qualified as just like a magic effect or a pseudo like magic
you can use a bonus action to magically manifest an echo of yourself.
Yeah. So I guess he's a magical effect, yeah, because he doesn't qualify as a creature.
So the other enchantment devourer is going
Don't you fucking take my brother away from me.
is going to squiggle over to towards Larry as well, and Larry sees it coming, and it's going to attempt to consume magic on Larry. Can you please, on behalf of your brother, make a dexterity save?
Oh no.
Well.
Yeah, let me just check how it works. It says your Echo has AC 18, 1 hit point, immunity to all conditions. It has to make a saving throw. It uses your bonus for the roll. Got it. So, dexterity save, and I don't have any sort of decent bonuses to this. It's only an 8.
Hmm.
Please roll me a d4.
Let me just see whether or not there is any ability to, until you dismiss it as a bonus action now. So it's, yeah. Roll a d4. You're going to have a very depressed companion very shortly.
Go for
What
one.
number's that? 2.
Two again. Bad news.
Yep.
Yeah. Hank, this thing comes around and sort of engulfs, like a sheet, engulfs Larry, and Larry's shock is very apparent on his face, and then he kind of just winks out of existence. And
I will just let out the most ear-piercing, heartbroken, like, roar. And yeah, I just start screaming, and just, start tearing at the door, basically.
yeah. Yeah, you do that. That is its turn. It can't get to any of you because, I don't know, it can actually come over to the door and try and make a pseudopod attack. Probably at Milo, because he's the one who shot through the door.
Bite him.
So let's find out.
I
Probably
use
not.
my
but,
reaction to bite and bite and bite.
a 19?
Meets and beats.
Hey! 4, some acid damage. 1, 2... And that one. 10 acid damage.
Whew. Mr. Stark, Milo don't feel so good.
Yeah, that's the enchantment devourer's turns. And then it is, I want to say it was Kingsley first. Where were we?
You're muted, maybe, honey?
Nope. I was just waiting because Josh was verifying. So.
Yeah, it's Kingsley first. Then Kiki, I think, was dead last.
Okay.
Yeah, Kiki
I
had a
think as he sees that happen, I think Kingsley looks horrified for a moment as he looks to Hank, and I think as Hank starts screaming, we'll just... Alright. Sorry, Milo. Watch out! As he's going to, like, sort of just in a fashion you have seen before, I think just... like, takes a huge inhale before he lets out, like, again, strange coming from a bird that is not an eagle, but an ear-piercing eagle screech, centered, because I can see through the gap in the door, in the room behind.
Yep.
Catching both of the enemies and the door in order to blow it off its
Hell
hinges,
yeah.
hopefully. I'm going to cast Shatter at 3rd level.
I love it.
And hoping there's nothing too breakable in there, but
Big money.
as he's just going to...
Look, it's jewelry, so even if it's broken, the gold and the jewels are still worth stuff, even if you're
Absolutely.
not together.
Also,
the furniture
I think-
in here will be destroyed, but
Yeah,
Larry
now,
just
I
got,
think
like,
he's-
consumed by a jelly. I don't think any of us give a shit
yeah.
right now.
He's more concerned with Hank for sure.
yeah, that's it.
So yeah, they have to make con saves.
Con saves. Let me just check my stat block. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. I got a pass and a fail. I got a filthy 20 and a 12.
Cool. Alright, let's see how the damage roll goes. Not bad overall. It's 22 points of damage to both of them, and also the door just takes the full damage automatically.
Well, one of them only takes half, doesn't it?
Oh, true, yeah, sorry. One of them takes half that
I
succeeded.
should have
the other
decided
one
which
takes
one it would be. I'm going to say if I roll 2 or a 1, it is the injured one that takes full. 2 or a 1, it is the injured one that takes the full. So one of them dies. The one that ate the mole, it explodes. The door, it sort of from the point of impact, One of them is the one that ate Larry is rocked backwards, to the side rather, away from the door. The one that was further into the room that was badly injured by Larry mainly, by Hank, and Milo, is exploded towards the door, along with the door itself. So the door blows in through, and followed directly behind it is a wall of pink ichor. That sort of splatters over the people standing right next to the door, which I think is actually Kingsley at this point. And Hank, because Hank is literally trying to wrench the door apart. The door is no longer there. Most of the furniture in the room is splinters, and one of the jellyfish creatures is no more. The other is like vibrating, and you can hear a psychic scream that reverberates in your bones.
I realize I forgot to visually describe it, but I think as he screams it, there is just like a little. There's no like physical object, but just like a little ball of like golden glow almost. Oh no, sorry, not golden. Like green kind of glow that moves from his beak through the door, and when it gets inside, suddenly kind of flares brighter for a moment as it dissipates, as an echo much louder of the scream.
Hell yeah.
Sort of detonating everything from inside. And I do think that he will use his bonus action sort of towards Hank, as I think he'll move over in his direction and he'll feel kind of a hand on his shoulder for a second. And I think not quite knowing what to say, we'll just hear, I think Hank will just hear a quiet, "Give him hell." And I'll give you my last bardic inspiration die.
Then it's Kiki's turn.
Okay, Kiki's narrowly avoided being splattered with hot pink ichor, and she is pissed. So I am going to use my ranged spell attack, Radiant Sunbolt, to shoot the remaining jelly with explosives.
Yep.
Because, fuck it all the way.
Yep, you do that.
26.
It hits, yes.
Cool.
It absolutely
It's going
does.
to take a whopping 6 points of damage.
Does it not do more because it doesn't do your monk damage? Or
It's a d6 plus 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, which is the monk damage. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
true, yeah.
Yeah, none of my things hit particularly hard, but I can do them
You
like
can
4
do it a lot.
times.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's going to get another firework to whatever counts as its face. 15.
Ooh. Is the number you need.
Hey.
Nice.
Cool. That's 8 points of damage. And unsurprisingly, I'm going to burn a key point to do that 2 more times.
Small.
Nice.
Because Kiki is like furious.
Fuck yeah.
It's like, you don't get to fuck with like our weapons and our mysterious shadow friend. I don't understand how he works, but he's been really helpful thus far.
Nat
Boom!
20!
Crit!
Nice. Big.
Which would be a 6 plus what you roll.
So I'll just roll a normal.
Yeah.
So that's 6 plus 10, so 16.
Oh, I think you
plus
maxed
10?
the dice. You maxed out the dice, not the bonus.
Oh, sorry. So
that's right.
so
So
12.
it's
12.
10 total.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, 6 plus 6. I can't count. It's 12 total. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
12.
I'm dumb as hell.
Nice.
You're good.
One more. Kiki.
And one more. Come on, baby. You could do it. 11. Nah, last one misses.
Ah,
Unlucky.
blast. Well, that's probably for the best because it's Hank up next, and Hank's probably got some anger issues that he needs to work out on this thing.
I am just basically uncontrollably screaming, roaring. You know what you would imagine an Illyrian lion to sound like when they're wounded and trying to protect themselves. Just this horrible shrieking roar as I, with my claws, just tear the door in if I'm able. And obviously bonus action rage. There's no controlled kind of slapping of the wrist or
I was going to say,
anything
even
at
if
the
you're
moment.
out of rage charges, you are currently raging.
And I will just like full four on all fours, just charge at the other one and launch into it with my claws. I will make obviously goes without saying, this is reckless. A reckless attack with my cat's claws.
Yep.
18.
Does. Oof, with a 9 and a
18.
1.
Yeah. 2 plus
9?
5 plus 2, so that's 9 points of damage.
Yes.
And then another, just I'm like basically trying to tear my way into the middle of it.
Yep.
So I'm just like digging into it, trying to rip it apart.
Yep.
And I'll take another attack. Oh, 17.
17 does hit. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oof, with another 1.
13 points of slashing damage.
Hank, this floating jellyfish is rent asunder. Please describe.
Yeah, I just basically start tearing into it, just ripping chunks as I'm like trying to rip into whatever the center of the mass is. And I'm just screaming as I do it because I feel the absence.
Yeah.
And it's different. And I just keep screaming. And then I just go crazy, grab my maul and just start smashing the walls and the floor and all of the furniture in there and just keep going for probably, I don't know if what anybody does, but he'd probably go for a good like minute of just smashing things to pieces.
Yeah.
And then I'll just, I don't know if anybody interjects in any way or they just like, what do you do?
Milo's going to shoulder his bow and just stand in the doorway. Try to stop anybody who does try to come through and shush anybody and just like, let him have it.
And then after
Kiki's kind of in that, I'm just going to let him work through this.
Yeah, let him cook.
Moment. Also, she's kind of worried what would happen if she tried to, like, step in right now.
I think you would actually see, I think as he moved to the door, I think you would see, like, the beginnings of some golden magic sort of wisping up around Kingsley. But then as Milo and Kiki both kind of, I think, post up in the door and kind of Milo in particular says, stop, just, like, let him have this.
He just kind of shakes his head at Kingsley like, no.
You'll see the glow sort of fade and it'll shift into something less intense as he'll just instead quietly prestidigitate and wick all the slime off himself that got on him during the fight. And
yes, please.
He'll like, I think it feels almost inappropriate to smile right now, so I think he does very slightly, as he'll the same for Milo, but then just silently wait.
Yeah.
After about a minute passes, I'll just slam my maul on the ground and I'll just fall face first onto the ground and just put my, you'll see me, dig my hair, claws into my mane and my face is just down on the ground and I just stop moving. And I just go completely silent, other than the occasional, shake of, tears you imagine is Hank crying. This is my fucking fault. This is my fucking fault. It's always my fault. Oh, he died because of me. And now he's dead again. I fucking killed him again. I'll never fucking forgive myself.
Milo's gonna plonk his spiny little butt down next to your head and just sit there for a little and little.
And I'm
tap.
just like crying, but not
Just-
like just facing the ground.
He's going to put a hand on the back of your head and just let you cry it out until you feel okay to move. If either of the others would like to, I will not.
Seeing that Milo is kind of moved in to do the comforting, Kiki would like to examine whatever remains of these pink jellies. Kind of trying to suss out exactly what they are and what they've done, and like extending from that, like, is this like a permanent dispatch of Larry, or is this just a temporary effect of the jellies?
I was going to suggest we have a short breaklet.
Yep.
Go for nearly 2 hours and come back and answer that question when we do.
Sounds good.
Woo!
I'm
But
so
thank you so much for joining us, guys. I was like, now we find out stuff about Hank.
And then we're like,
Drummer!
I don't like how-
Whee!
I'm only a little bit heartbroken.
This is not where I was expecting today to go. Because, yeah, Hank has seen him get, like, banished before. But he's never seen Larry actually. Like, this is different. Yeah.
I've never
Kinda
felt
got
the
pasted.
absence.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, guys, we will be back in 5 to 10. We're just going to have a short little breaklet, refresh ourselves, come right back to deal with the aftermath of this particular event. Here we go. Well, thanks very much for hanging out with us. We'll see you very shortly. It's lovely to see all of our lovely friends in chat. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
But,
Vast ahoy and good day, mateys. We be back for a little bit more trauma. D&D. Guys, it's a pleasure to be back. We are Courses Curve. I'm Josh the Pirate. We're playing D&D. We're playing Breakout from Blood Moon Bay by Glenn Watkins. I didn't write the adventure. I didn't create these monsters. When I read the rules for these monsters, I was like, nah, these don't, whatever. I was like, this is a neat idea, but it's not really, like, dangerous. Hey, look how wrong I was. This is hugely narratively interesting, and I'm stoked that it's happened. I should feel bad, but I do not. So let us continue. Kiki just asked a question, a very good question, that she wants to poke around in the discarded gelatin remains of these creatures to determine whether or not she can work out if the effect is permanent. Kiki, I think we need a nature or arcana, whichever you prefer.
Well, they're both plus nothing, so...
Then we hope for a good roll.
I believe in you.
You do also have both the bonuses.
I do. Let us see how we go. I'm going to go with Arcana,
I think you should crit.
I think you should crit too.
and that
Good
is
idea.
a 6, so I'm
Not-
going to use my D20, please, to
Uh-huh.
roll that again.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Don't let me down. 17!
17.
Much better.
Add your D4.
Ooh, fuck it, I'll go all in. I really want to help Hank right now. I feel
Took
real bad.
0 peer pressure.
21.
21 to
Nice.
work out what the fuck these things are and what the fuck they just did.
Yeah, Kiki. Yeah, it's
Like,
gonna
she's
take...
poking it with her staff. She's like getting a little bit between her fingers, like, viscous.
Well, poking
viscous.
it with the staff is possibly you even dead. When you're poking it with the staff, the goo seems to attach itself very firmly to the staff in a way that it doesn't to fingertips. And a
Kiki goes like semi-nuts trying to get it off the staff.
Yeah,
Just like whack.
the staff does begin to faintly glow pink before Kiki wipes the goo off. So yeah, it's definitely a property of this that it may well possess long after these things die. That they will have a sort of a magical nullifying effect.
should pick up some of the goo to bring with us.
That is so weird. If I touch it with my hand, nothing happens. If I touch it with my magical stick, it starts like...
Kiki, not nothing. Touching it with your hand, it's like... it's like feeling an absence.
Ooh.
You feel... I think the best way to describe it would be you feel like the world around you goes a little dim. It sort of starts sepia. Like the color drains from it. And yeah, very like I think to any outside observers, Kiki goes like a sort of bland colors, and she is normally extremely colorful, so it looks like the color is sort of being leached out of her as she's touching the stuff.
Right.
Milo would not say that.
No, Milo is
I
sitting next
think-
to Hank.
Yeah.
Especially if Kingsley's watching this, as he notices that change, he'll just mutter, and with a little sort of golden glow around your hand and a little sort of like of air, he'll prestidigitate the goo off, sort of cleaning you off, and with the staff as well if there's any remaining on it, and then just perhaps we don't touch it.
Trying to work out what it did. Not good
Took
things.
my fucking
Not-
brother from me.
He might come back. Larry always comes back.
It's not the same. It's not the fucking same. I can feel it. It's different.
Well, I
I
mean,
can feel it's fucking different.
Milo's going to pull a very large rhino beetle out of his pocket and say, Gilgamesh once went missing for 2 weeks, but then I found him in my pocket. He might be back. I thought Gilgamesh was gone. And he's just going to kind of pat Hank on the head again.
You just get nothing but, like, other than the slight movements from the sobbing.
Kiki,
Milo's just going to scooch closer and just press him, like, not so he pokes him with the quills, but, like, just kind of press into him, like, okay, I'll stop talking now, you just need a friend.
Kiki, with a 21, you observe that the world does, when Kingsley cleans you off, the world does begin to sort of regain its color. The coldness in your soul slowly fades, and the pink on your staff drains away. After the goo is removed, the pink glow remained for a little while before fading. It would probably be a logical inference for you that the effect may wear off in time now that the creatures are dead and no longer in contact with the items in question.
I'm not sure exactly how this would work, but it seems that once you've removed the goop, the effect fades. So, assuming that applies to everything it's touched and drained, it should wear off, right?
You don't
So this
fucking
is-
know that?
This I think this might be temporary.
Don't
Just
you
hang on,
fucking
Gilgamesh.
Get my hopes up. Don't you get my hopes up.
I think with that, Kingsley's going to move into the room, and I think will seat himself as well on a clean spot on the floor, but a short distance in front of Hank as well, and then we'll just... If you don't mind me asking, Hank, how did Larry come to travel with you? Because obviously he wasn't, I suppose, physical as we are.
I'll finally like lift my head up from the floor and just like tears just streaking down through the fur. Just like all the fur underneath is just like that matted cat fur, like they've been out in the rain kind of thing. Um, and I'll sit up, take a big deep breath, and then a few more deep breaths. I'll just put my hand on my wrist. He's my he's my brother.
That explains
He's
why
my
you look alike.
my my twin brother. When I was born, I came out first, and he didn't come out alive. And I've always blamed myself for that. Like I was too strong. And, and so I pretended like he was alive and with me. He started off like he was just like an imaginary friend, and then he became real. And then, but he's always been with me. Now, I don't feel him anymore. It's different.
Well,
Oh, I don't like this feeling at all.
I know
Ugh.
that you're a hunter and a warrior. Is Larry the same?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I can't pretend to know what it's like, but I do know people, even if I've never actually heard one of them speak before. I've seen him enough over the last few days. We don't know if he's gone, and we don't know if he's going to come back. That's true. There's a lot up in the air, and I understand not wanting to get your hopes up. But it sounds to me like it wasn't your fault that he never made it to our world. It sounds to me like you're the reason he got a chance at life. And I would ask you this. What do you think Larry would say
Nothing.
if he could see you right now, collapsed, being sad, instead of getting out of here so that we can get back to the people who might be able to help us bring him back? We happen to know some pretty powerful mages, and I've tangled with a few ghosts in my time. I know that he wasn't exactly one, but there's always hope. And if we give up the second things get hard, I think that'd be a disservice to his name. No?
And you see me make a gesture with my hand. And then I'll just mutter, keep moving forward.
It's the only thing we can do. You keep moving forward for him, even if nothing else. And if we manage to find him, if we manage to get him back, all the better. And if not, you live your life for him. Sounds to me like he chose to help you. And if he went out doing that, that's a warrior's death. The best way to honor it is forging forward. So, and I think he'll kind of push himself up to a standing walkover and hold a hand out towards Hank as if to help him to his feet. Just
Milo realize Hank is so heavy, stand up and try to also help.
and just we keep pushing on for Larry. I'll grab his hand and I think
you're
struggle.
muted. Mitch, you're muted.
I'll grab your kind of like almost like a talon more than a claw.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as I as I use you to pull me up, I'll like pull you in and just give you this massive hug. Um, there'll be some more. You'll feel the kind of the jerking of the sobs,
He'll
and
just
then you'll just hear me very quietly say, "Thank you."
of course.
And then I'll just drag my maul along the ground and exit the room.
I think Kingsley will walk alongside him and just as they leave, will just these things are never easy, and it's good that you're feeling something about it. Just don't lose sight of hope, because that's what Larry fought for. And he'll kind of give him a pat on the shoulder and keep his arm around his shoulders as they leave the room. I think struggling a little due to the slight height difference.
Milo's gonna go to Kiki and just be like, I just meant because Larry could only do sign language, he wouldn't say anything, but I'd probably give him that middle finger thing again.
All right. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I didn't
No,
realize that's what you
no.
meant.
It's okay. Thank you for saving me.
Kiki would like to have a poke around this room.
Sure.
Milo will stay so she doesn't get ambushed.
There is
I'm
a
just gonna-
door on the far end in the northern corner, which would probably, you guess, connect to the ballroom that you looked through the crack of, but you hadn't gone into yet. That the one big room that you hadn't been into yet. Looking around the room, there is at least 24 pieces of jewelry scattered around, plus maybe a half dozen weapons and a very fancy looking helmet.
Kiki is going to use a non-magical item, perhaps the crowbar she keeps in her backpack,
Yeah.
to basically, if anything
Good
has
reasons,
like,
nothing else.
yeah, totally innocent reasons I carry a crowbar around with me.
I believe you.
You don't.
It's like Kiki sometimes gets up to some shit. Basically, if anything's got like goop on it, she's gonna kind of like poke it with the crowbar rather than her staff and like try and clean anything up. And basically any jewelry she collects, anything that's valuable that she's collecting, she's like putting aside in case they have to like pay a ton of money to resurrect Larry. She's like thinking ahead. Like, okay, either it's temporary it wears off, or we're gonna have to pay a wizard an upsetting amount of money to fix this. In which case, I'm getting all the jewelry.
Both are good.
And Milo will kind of come up to you and like follow you around and hold both of his arms out as outstretched as possible with his like little cape over them so that you can like stack these weapons.
Yeah.
He's coming back in, like I assume him and Kiki are walking into that room with these two with armfuls of these cool weapons.
Yeah. Sorry, carry on.
I was just going to say as a quick note, I do think that Kingsley probably would have stopped Hank partway down the hall. Not like for any particular reason, but basically just, I think, knowing that when Gordrum comes in sight, he's going to start asking a bunch of questions and doing a bunch of talking, I think has just sort of stopped him before we get in vision of Gordrum, and is just sort of paused there waiting for the others to catch up.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can go near that idiot. He's just going to start talking and asking questions. Maybe I'll just hang out around the corner so I don't have to engage.
We can spend the night around here.
There were beds. Back at the room with the food, there was a little like guest's bedroom.
There are. We don't have to stay there. I'll go back to let him know of what's going on briefly. But you take your time, right? Just make sure you're staying with somebody else. We don't want to wander off on our own in this place and get caught.
I'll just slump down outside of the first of the two rooms against the wall and just kind of put my head in my hands and just sit there in silence.
I think Kingsley was about to go talk to the giant, but I think looking back towards the room and hearing the faint sort of clattering of these two kind of going through things and sort of organizing things, figures he has a moment, and I think will instead sit himself against a wall opposite and just ask Hank, so if you started imagining him and then he became real, what sort of adventures have you two gone on? What was the biggest thing Larry killed? And I think he'll just sort of try to start a conversation while we wait for the other two.
Yeah, Hank will engage in that. I mean, I could definitely come up with some stuff for sure, but Hank will brokenly, I would say, like intermittently, just taking a big deep breath, describe some of the journeys that we've been on and some of the things we've killed, and I'll even mention like family members as well. You'll hear some random like how a family member did something during it, which probably doesn't make an awful lot of sense out of context. How like my Uncle Dom did this, and Uncle Dom Senior did this, and my Grandma Maud did this, and yeah.
I think Kingsley just nods and listens. I don't think questions it. I think there's definitely like internally he's like, I have no idea who these people are, but in the moment doesn't say anything. I think he just sort of continues the conversation, goes, oh great, and sort of tries to just like sort of as subtly as he can push Hank to just keep talking about his family, and at least until the other two catch up to us.
Sure.
Kiki collects, Kiki and Milo between them collect, I'm going to say 18 pieces of potentially magical jewelry, the net value of which would be, let us say, 1,200 gold pieces, plus 6 magical weapons, or 6 non-magical, distinctly non-magical weapons that are all quite well made and really quite fancy, but every single one is
likely once magical weapons.
Definitely once magical weapons. And a helmet that looks like it's a sort of a knight's helmet, possibly for a bird folk. It's like a full beaked helm, with a gorgeous plume of dark feathers off the back of it, and visor slits over the eyes. Very neat looking thing. Wouldn't suit any of you, but yeah, still like a handy looking thing. It would fit Kingsley. Or Kiki, to be honest. You're probably a little big on Kiki, but absolutely no use to either of you, probably.
Look, if Kingsley wants it for, like...
No,
in Kiki's head right now, she's like, all right, either we hawk all of this and make a butt ton of money, that we can then fix Larry, because, you know, Hank's been invalid. I kind of have to keep reminding myself that we've only known Hank for, like, a couple of days. Since we've been
Milo's
here.
attached.
And I'm like, but you know what? He's been a champ this whole time. So the least we could do is use this loot to like get his shadow brother back. And if I am right, and the magic is going to wear off, and Larry will just come back, then we've got a butt ton of cool stuff that we can either sell or wear. I think Kingsley would look great doing his barding shit in like a beaked helm.
I was gonna say, I do think that if you showed it to him, Kingsley would go like, find it interesting, and would just mutter something.
Doesn't
about,
match his pirate aesthetic, but
I was gonna say, I think he'd mutter something about like, if I could stick the feathers in a hat, and would just hand the helmet back. I think Kiki in particular actually would probably recognize sort of the tone and sort of everything that Kingsley's taken right now. I think being one of the sort of more charismatic sort of members of the orphanage and such, I do think that, especially as she sort of comes more into the conversation, Kiki would recognize I think the way that Kingsley would sometimes talk to some of the new arrivals. Maybe people who had recently lost family or things like that, and just
It's welcome to the orphanage. We're all orphans here, but you're a new one, so come sit with Brother Kingsley here, and we'll
I think
we'll work with you.
I think obviously, we're all adults at this point in the story. Hank's like mostly a stranger, but I think Kingsley has just in a sort of roundabout way seen a situation that he is familiar with and has kind of gone, okay, well,
yeah,
I kind of know how to handle this.
It's like, hey buddy, we've all lost some people.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I do think Kingsley will just sort of wait a moment and then just well, if you all wouldn't mind waiting here for a moment, I do believe there are some beds back in that direction that might be a little more pleasant than a stone floor. I might just briefly duck around the corner and let our giant friend know that we'll be sleeping there and we'll be back in the morning.
All right.
I'll let you know. I'll let him know too. Milo wanted to say hi.
Absolutely. Come on.
And Kiki doesn't want Hank to be left alone, so she'll be like.
Cool. So Kiki and Hank go back to the fancy food emporium, and break into the room if they hadn't already. I think they had already opened up the guest bedroom, which is designed to sleep four, actually, conveniently. Kiki massively overburdened with loot. And
Milo put all of his down in the hallway with a big clang.
Yeah.
He'll pick it up on the way through.
Would it help? Would it help Hank for Kiki to explain why she has all I think she will explain, so she doesn't she doesn't want Hank to think that she's just
coldly
greedy.
Just looted the place. Yeah.
Just be like, I just want you to know, Hank, I'm not doing this just because I like jewelry, even though I do like jewelry. My thinking was that if I'm wrong and this magic doesn't wear off, then this is all going to be worth a lot of gold. And wizards may be expensive, but they do know shit about magic. So I'll throw gold at a wizard until he fixes this.
Okay. Thank you.
And it's said with a certain level of kind of determination that makes you think that Kiki might literally mean she's going to throw gold at the wizard until he fixes it.
Pelt him with gold!
Ow! I can't focus! Stop it!
Work faster! Find my brother!
Worst strip club of all time. They're throwing coins.
Gold coins are really hard.
Ow!
I just want it to be known as well, every 15 minutes or so, Hank will reach out as though trying to engage with Larry, just seeking him.
Yeah.
But obviously nothing's happening, but I just want it to be known that I'm trying.
I do think as we go around the corner, actually, sorry, I will wait until we round the corner and we're out of sight of Hank. But Kingsley will, I think, click his, I guess, talons, or at least make the motion of it, even if it doesn't make a noise, and with a sort of little of gold, Princely will reappear on his shoulder, finally sort of brought back, and we'll just...
dripping wet.
He'll just prestidigitate him dry, and then we'll just give him a little sort of scratch behind the head, and we'll just... We've met a new friend. We need to rest.
Obviously, you missed a lot.
There have been some...
The bird raises an eyebrow.
To his brother. So we are going to be resting. I'm going just see what happens. And you come alert me if anything happens. Sound like a plan?
It probably was. It's probably an excellent plan. I didn't hear it, however, because my connection went bad.
No, that is valid. I'll say, what is it? Yes. He basically just said, I'm going to leave you with Gordrum overnight, just to make sure that nothing happens. If anything does, effectively, you come wake me up.
He nods. And you hear...
Excellent.
Is that
I will
you
say,
guys?
Yeah.
From around the corner.
Yes, Gordrum, hello.
So.
Oh, thank goodness. There was quite a lot of shouting and screaming. I didn't want to intrude.
We appreciate that.
Is everyone all right?
Kind of. All four of us are alive. But you know how Hank had a brother with him that was like half corporeal, half not?
I don't know what corporeal means, but I was aware of Larry, yes?
Yeah. So he kind of got absorbed by a magic, jellyfish? Octopus? What? It had tentacles. Kiki thinks he'll be back.
You think he'll get better from being absorbed?
I don't know.
There is a tear in Gordrum's eye.
I did tell.
I got better.
I did tell Hank about Gilgamesh, and he's going to hold up this again massive rhino beetle, and he went missing for 2 weeks.
Gilgamesh get absorbed by a pink jellyfish?
No, but he did go missing for 2 weeks once, and I found him in my pocket. So Milo resolves to put him in Hank's pocket.
12. I think Gordrum goes, in the nicest way possible, Milo. I think that might be a bit of a different situation.
Slightly, but yes, I think just...
Gilgamesh showing previously unknown levels of nuance here.
Yeah, I think Kingsley will just... We're going to rest. We've found some beds down the hall. We're going to rest. We'll be back in the morning to help get you out. And to make sure nothing happens in the meantime, if you don't mind, I'll be leaving my friend and best small companion, Princely, here with you, as he'll kind of lift him up off his shoulder.
Oh!
Hold him up. Looking kind of like, again, like parrot like Galar kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shaped, with the full sort of parrot rainbow colouring.
Oh, that's really kind of you. Because I wasn't going to ask you all to sleep on the floor next to me, but leaving a friend was really kind. Thank you, Kingsley. Look,
of course.
If Hank needs a hug, even though I've only got one arm free, I'm really good at hugs.
I think perhaps you can offer him a hug tomorrow, but maybe we just don't talk about it too much. It's still a bit fresh.
Sleeping lions lie, yeah.
That's the one, yes. Princely here will be able to come get me if anything happens, so no need to worry. We'll be back once we've had a chance to rest. We're all rather exhausted, I think.
That's
but
fair.
Rest assured, a few more hours and we'll get you out of here.
Cool. All right.
I just got a nap first. Milo will kind of wipe a little bit of blood from a cut on his face. I do have 10 hit points left.
Yeah, I do think also just mentally,
Ow.
because I can telepathically communicate with Princely. I think because he's presenting as a bird right now.
Yeah.
Due to the way, so I believe, due to the type of creature Princely technically is, he is capable of speech.
Of speech, yeah, yeah.
I do think telepathically, though, we'll just add, he's probably going to talk a lot. I wouldn't advise replying unless you want very, very long conversation.
Yeah, he responds telepathically. Well, the mallard was all right.
I'm glad you had fun. As he'll sort of give him another scratch on the head, and then we'll just sort of like drop his hand to let Princely go where he will in the room.
Princely flutters over to Gordrum's one shoulder that's sort of up, and sort of takes the perch that he was on your shoulder, but it just looks so weird having this tiny parrot on this massive guy's shoulder. And Gordrum very carefully gives him the same scritch in the same spot, and you hear back in your head, "We're going to be just fine."
Kingsley will, I think, shoot him a slightly sardonic smile and mentally just, well, one of us had a good day. Before out loud to Gordrum will just, well, my giant friend will be back after a rest. See you soon.
Take care.
Bye, Gordrum. See you tomorrow.
Bye, Milo. Ooh,
Bye.
We'll go rejoin the others in the sleeping quarters.
Yeah.
And I do think that, as they walk, I don't think Kingsley will talk much, but I do think specifically as we get to the feast room that we have to go through to get to the sleeping quarters, he'll just sort of gently put a hand on Milo's shoulder as he sort of walks him through the room.
Just to make sure he doesn't go for the food.
No.
Yeah.
I think if I eat this food, Hank will actually kill me with that mace. More thing that he hits with.
I wouldn't risk it. I'll give you a pat on the back.
And Milo will walk straight in, walk up to Hank, kind of plop himself down in front of him and say, I don't know what Hank's doing right now, but just if he's quiet.
Hank is sat on the bed with his back against the wall, and he's meditating.
Milo will plonk himself, climb up on the bed, because I assume it's probably a bit slightly higher bed, so he'll full climb
See, one
up.
of my eyes will kind of peek open a little bit.
I know it's not the same at all, and actually means nothing really in the scope of things, but until we get Larry back, you can have Gilgamesh, and she's just gonna put this bug on your leg, and Scott and just
kind of
walk on off.
I'll just peer down at the bug, and you'll see my chest kind of raise and fall in a big sigh, and then I'll just close my eye again and just move back into meditation.
Gilgamesh will scuttle up, situate himself on your shoulder, and he'll perch there. He's your emotional support rhino beetle now.
I think Kingsley
Violet
will...
would like him back ASAP, please. Josh.
Sure.
I think Kingsley will organize a sort of rations for people, trying to take over the sort of the caretaker sort of role, as he'll just dish out rations from his own pack to everyone, so no one has to think. I think just placing them on the bed in front of Hank for whenever he decides he wants them. And then I think before retiring to bed, we'll do what he normally does with his prestidigitation to create 1 hour of the sort of those gentle kind of forest sounds with bird song that he normally does as everyone falls off to sleep.
Love it.
And take a rest.
Yeah, cool. Kiki, do you do anything else before you pass out?
I'll kind of sort out all the jewelry and kind of bundle it up to carry as conveniently as possible.
Yep.
Kind of gently impinging on my fellow adventurers to carry some of it, if it's going to be a ridiculous amount of weight for Kiki to carry by herself.
I will have to work out the loot of that room, and I will get back to you on it.
Milo does carry the weapons through, yes.
One of them is definitely a pike, which is a 10-foot long spear. So it's definitely, that one's awkward to carry.
Look, if at some point Kiki has to make a call, rather like I often have to do in Skyrim, where I'm like, well, shit, there's too much stuff. What weighs the least, but is the most valuable?
Yeah. Between the four of you, you can absolutely, Hank alone could have carried it all. But Hank's probably the only person alone who could carry it all. But yeah, between you, you can definitely all carry. You can carry the loot that you've got so far. Definitely. Milo, do you do anything else before you go to sleep? This is a 2 bunk bed, 2 situation bunk bed two bunk bed situation. One pair of bunk beds on either end of the room, with footlockers at the foot, and a single desk in the middle with a single chair. At it, sort of, penning letters and things out.
Does Hank take a top bunk or a bottom bunk?
Hank and Kiki were there first, so
Hank will be sitting on the bottom bunk.
I reckon Kiki probably would have been on the bottom too, to count to sort stuff.
I like to think she's sitting on the floor just surrounded by like more wealth than she's probably seen in her life. And she's not even really enjoying it because of everything that's happened. Normally she would be ecstatic. Like, part of her is hoping that Hank's, like, the magic is just gonna, like, resolve itself so she can keep some of this. Just every now and again, it's like, oh, that one's really pretty. No.
Maybe the wizard won't need all of these.
True. Milo will climb up to the bunk above Hank and, literally give him this bug, figure out a way to climb this ladder, and pass out.
Milo can fly, so Milo just floats.
He's too tired to do that, I think. I think he climbs this ladder with great difficulty.
Right.
He will eat Kingsley's food and then just, pass out, on his face, arm dangling down beside the bed, just in case Hank needs a reminder that he has friends there right now.
Yeah. His arm is just long enough that the fingertips are showing past the mattress. Hank, do you do anything before you pass out?
Basically, I remain seated in that position, just meditating. And I like to think that in the morning, when whoever wakes up first will just see Hank with his legs crossed, just like kind of slumped forward, as though he's just fallen asleep while in that position.
Yeah.
But probably from exhaustion more than actually getting to sleep.
Yeah.
Because every 15 minutes he's just reaching out.
Kingsley, do you have anything else, or shall we have a long rest?
I think he's curious about some of the things in the room, but this does not feel like the time.
Kingsley, when you sleep, you hear the music from the painting. And it is interlaced with I think your interactions with your artistic patron are often in the form of music, or often have a sort of a musical bent to them, and at first this is a dream not unlike that sort of some of possibly your early interactions with them when you were still sort of when you were first figuring your stuff out. There was, I think, and you can note this if you like, but I think a lot of your early training was done through dreams. And this has that sort of a feel to it. But then it quickly becomes evident that your patron is not the person, or not the intelligence behind this.
Something is trying to reach out to me, and it's not the thing I'm familiar with.
Yes. And you are... It shows you more of the world that you witnessed in the painting. Always with it is a cacophony, but it's a beautiful one. It's like there's 8 different songs playing at the same time, and whilst they aren't exactly complementary, they do kind of work together. And it is, hard to say where one ends and one begins. It's hard to focus on any one thing. I would like a charisma save, please, Kingsley.
Sure. I'm good at those. Surely it'll be fine. Yeah, it's an 18.
Cool. Your long rest is not affected.
Woohoo.
You wake
I
up.
was worried about that.
You wake up a little like. Is Kingsley a morning person?
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
Really? A rooster?
I know. And I
He
think,
likes to play
hilarious.
against time.
no, honestly, and I think that's the thing, right? Is I think that, like,
That's why they yell.
I think, and that's the funny thing is that, like, one of his spells does act, or some of his spells have presented in the past like rooster crows, but I think in spite of that, I think so long spent in, oh god, I'm struggling to remember the name of the city that we grew up in.
Espinora.
That's one, thank you. Yeah, so long spent in Espinora, where there's this real kind of like culture around do things in the morning, midday kind of break, then do things in the evening. I think particularly getting into bard stuff and doing performances, going to taverns, trying to sort of make money that way has really skewed him towards the evening.
Yeah.
I think he's developed, probably at first through getting drunk and then being hungover and not wanting to get up, has just kind of fooled himself into a pattern of sleeping until the midday break most days,
Yeah.
and then just kind of emerging from his house during the evening when everyone's coming back out and staying up too late.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think getting woken up at a reasonable hour, he's probably the last to wake and groggy as hell.
Yeah, fair. And yeah, even worse than normal. Yeah, absolutely. But yes, you all awaken. Hank, I'm imagining your dreams were fairly, if you had them. I don't think it was dreams really. I think it was memories. There was a lot of self-recrimination. I think you saw a lot of your other family members in there as well, and
Yeah, there was a lot of just self-deprecation, like you're a fucking idiot. Like you did this. This is your fault. Just a lot of that.
one of them points out that pretty much the last thing you said to him was, "Ha, you're stuck under a pile of corpses now."
Hmm.
Why would you point that out?
Because that's what the hateful internal voices are like.
Because I don't have any experience of having hateful internal monologue my own self. I wouldn't know what that's like. So yeah, I'm just sort of guessing here, just spitballing what that would be. Yeah. I think Milo sleeps because that's what DMs do. Yes, exactly, the doctor. Kiki, on the other hand, ooh, you know what, Kiki? Your dreams are. Where do you put your loot?
It'll all be bundled up on the floor next to the bunks.
Right. Are you top bunk, bottom bunk?
Oh, whatever's available. Kiki's not fussed. Probably bottom bunk, but
Yeah.
you know.
She can run up walls, so she could easily get to the top bunk.
She definitely runs up the wall to get into the top bunk.
Yeah. I think you're on the bottom bunk. I think I feel like Kingsley is a top bunk kind of kid.
And I do feel like they
definitely,
probably
yeah.
shared a bunk bed.
Yeah.
Hey?
Like absolutely. We probably like. I think it's entirely possible that Kingsley and Kiki have shared a bunk bed at some point, living in the orphanage. But yeah, I do think that unless there is not one available when he enters the room, Kingsley would absolutely be the type to just sort of like walk in and almost out of muscle memory, more than like a conscious decision, just toss his bag to one of the top beds, finish his business, and then just kind of throw himself onto it.
Yeah. So Kiki, you sleep on the bottom bunk underneath Kingsley, and your head no more than 2 feet away from this pile of gems and swords and things, and your dreams are invaded with a booming laughter every now and again. And more often, however...
Uh-oh.
Have we gone all junky?
Just Karen.
Just Karen.
Oh, just me?
That's alright, you're back.
I was like, mine says excellent. You good? Oh yeah, she's just putting the
I'm just
router
pushing
out the
my
door.
antenna closer to the door. That usually helps.
Yeah. Your dreams are invaded with a booming laughter, and which underneath it, every now and again, has a quiet voice pleading for help. The voice sounds like... has the same accent as Hank, but is a higher pitch, like a young person's, a child's. The night
Kiki's going to examine this jewelry really closely in the morning. Just feel like, were you speaking to me?
Yeah, I don't think Milo... I leave it to Jess to decide if Milo has a troubled night's sleep or not. There is nothing particularly going on with her with him that would make her have a bad night's
He
sleep.
wakes up in a puddle of drool, and that's a bit unpleasant.
Yeah.
He sleeps a little bit worse without Gilgamesh there, but that's about it.
Right. Yeah. Kiki, if you ask the pile of jewelry if one of them was talking to you in your sleep, a ring with a large emerald set into it says, "You can hear me? Oh, finally, someone can hear me!"
Kiki's going to kind of tentatively pick it up and be like, hello?
Tony, I really want that now, yes. You can hear me? Oh, thank God, someone can hear me! Ah!
Break the ring, break the ring!
Absolutely incredible.
It's been so long! Who are you?
I'm Kiki. Who are you?
Me. Yeah. The name's Seth.
Okay, Seth. Are you aware that you're inside a ring right now?
I'm really sorry. I'm going to walk that back. It's not Seth. I don't want that to be Seth.
I will admit, I very much did just have a moment of like, isn't that the name of one of the...
Terrasport. It's not that.
So I was like,
The name's Marcus. There you go. Better. Am I aware I'm a ring? I'm not... Yeah, I am the ring.
Right. So you are not a creature that was something else and is now a ring?
Oh, I
You were
was
always a
someone
ring?
else before, yeah.
What were you before?
A ringless. Nice. I was a Corvum.
And do you know how long you've been in the ring?
No idea. I only just woke up.
Right.
The last thing I remember was this pink ooze.
Oh, right. Were you wearing the ring at the time, Marcus?
No, I was the ring. I remember that from being a ring. I've been the ring a while.
So wait, you were already in the ring, and then the ooze?
Yeah. It's a punishment, like, for crimes and stuff.
Oh, right. What sort of crimes are you into, Marcus?
Rebellion.
Oh.
wait,
Against
wasn't...
who?
Technically treason.
Oh, right. So the ooze didn't
I
put
got
you
it,
in the ring. You were already in the ring.
No. The mad king put me in the ring.
I was gonna say,
and
wasn't
then-
this like the whole premise that spawned the last adventure we went on? Was
Yeah.
Rubiki? It was the evil guy got stored in the weapon,
Yeah.
and it was the half the sword stuck in that body that brought him back and made him evil.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea why you can you can talk now? Have you always been able to talk in the ring, or is this a recent development?
Yep. Now I've always been able to talk.
But no one was listening
Well,
to you.
well, no one ever listens to a ring, do they?
Suppose not.
It's a sort of torture, is my understanding. I can't die, but I also can't do anything else. So it's like permanent imprisonment forever.
Right. That sucks.
It does, yeah.
How did you end up in the ooze room?
I think the guy who owns the place got bored of listening to me.
Right. So the wizard was.
Yeah. Zokore. He was the one who caught me. We were trying to overthrow the Emperor. Then he ratted me out to the Emperor. The Emperor does... Yeah, it's gone Danny DeVito now.
The trash.
Gilbert Gottfried is really hard to maintain, it turns out. So, yeah. This was the punishment.
Well, that's fascinating. Can you do anything, or do you just literally just sit there in the ring?
Now, well, I can talk, I can think, I can speak several languages.
Oh, that's cool. Keisha, I don't
If you
suppose...
put me on, I might be able to talk to you in your head.
Kiki is like, I don't know if I want to do that. This is like a treacherous dude. I just, maybe, I don't really wear rings. Not a big ring person. Do you know what the pink ooze does?
Well, it made me pass out for the first time in over, 20 years.
Right.
I just kind of stopped being there. It was great, to be honest.
Oh.
I don't know if you've ever been, basically incorporeal in a state of functionally non-existence, but actually, becoming actually, not conscious anymore is kind of an upgrade.
Right. So that was good for you.
Yeah! If you have any more of the pink ooze, I'd appreciate another bath.
Like, you just want me to knock you out again?
Well, or I feel like being melted down would be really excruciating, and there's no guarantee it would even kill me.
Oh, so you would like to die?
Well, unless you've got a spell of true resurrection or something lying around, I'd owe you one.
Not currently, no.
Put it in your pocket.
Look, Marcus, this has been a weird turn of events for the day.
Sure.
I like to think it's still nighttime and Kiki's just having this quiet conversation with the ring while the others are just like...
The ring is not quiet. It seems he has one setting. Because he's a ring! Setting of the ring. Not intentional, I then noticed the pun I made. Yeah. It's a gorgeous setting.
Would I know roughly how long ago the Emperor ceased to be a problem?
From memory, it's about 1,000 years.
Shit. So this guy's been sentient for like 1,000 years.
Yeah. I have
Wow.
no concept of time. I've been underground for a long time.
Gotcha. Wow, that must have been mentally pretty tough for you.
Yeah, look, I wasn't doing great before, what with the whole trying to overthrow the Empire and then, like, being caught and forced to watch my family be ritually murdered and then inserted into my consciousness inserted into a ring. So it's been a shitty however long it's been, I'll be honest.
Right. Do you know how long you've been out for? Do you have a concept of how long you were, like, unconscious?
I got nothing. What's the date?
I'll tell him the date if I know what the date is.
He's like, God, it's been longer than I thought. By bar, that's a while. Yeah, nearly 1,000 years.
Oh, I meant how long you've been, like, how long since you were in the ooze?
Oh. 100 of years, probably.
And, oh, wow, okay. That's pretty crazy, man. Wow. Look, if it's okay, I'm not gonna dunk you in the ooze right now, just because, you know, I feel like I should introduce you to my friends. And they're hopefully still asleep right now.
Rather loud snore from the top bunk above Hank.
Both top bunks, Kingsley and Milo, are both out still. I don't know. Hank's probably been sleeping rather lightly, though. Hank's almost certainly awake. And Hank is seeing Kiki talking to a ring that wasn't magic yesterday.
Okay, do you know if any of the other jewelry talks?
I haven't had any conversations with any of it. God, that would have been great.
Yeah, I kind of should have seen that coming. Okay, well, I'm gonna try and get some more sleep. I'm just gonna pop you down here, and we'll have a chat with my buddies in the morning and decide what the best course of action is.
Oh, this is definitely in the morning.
Oh, okay.
It would have taken a while for the effect to wear off.
Cool. I'm just gonna pop you down here. Like, if I wear you, you can't, like, possess me or anything, can you?
I know this is damaging my chances of getting to be worn, but if I could, would I tell you that?
Yeah, kind of thought of that the second I asked the question.
The answer's no, but you could choose to believe that or not.
Yeah. It's almost like I kind of want to trick someone I don't like into wearing you first, just to see what happens. But these are future problems. I'm just going to pop you down here. And when my buddies have all woken up, I'll let them know that you are here, and we might be able to help you. That sound all right for now? And if all we can do is give you a quick ooze bath so you can have another nap, where we'll do that for you.
That'd be great. Or if you have some other method of sort of ending my basically unending torment.
Yeah. I'm big on unending torment. I think whatever you did, you've probably atoned for it by now.
We tried to blow up the palace.
Oh, cool. If it makes you feel better, the Empire is gone.
Hey! Good job!
Oh, I wasn't involved, but, yeah. So, someone did that, so,
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we would try to, we got a whole bunch of gunpowder and we were in the sewers underneath it. We tried to, they caught wind of it before we could set it off.
Oh, bugger. So close.
Kiki, he's talking about explosives. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I make fireworks, so I also enjoy explosions.
Ah, fellow pyrotechnician.
Yeah, I mean, I've never blown anybody. Like, I've never tried to blow up a ruling authority, but
I don't recommend it. Like,
yeah.
it's a solution. It's not necessarily... It didn't work out for me, let's put it that way. It didn't pan out.
Yeah, it could have gone better for you.
Yeah. I think my point stands. The guy was evil.
Oh, yeah, like, clearly some people agreed with you, because, you know, he's gone now. Anyway, Kiki's like, Kiki, what do you do? What do you say? It sounds so stupid. Yeah, I would like to, Obi was like, insight check, and I'm like, yeah, I probably should do an insight check on this dude.
You are welcome to try.
Because, what? Nah! 8.
Wow. He seems on the level. He's like, he seems on the level. From what you know of the Empire, they had it coming. And like the last time you heard about somebody getting bound into something, it was a dagger, and it was deeply sus and very upsetting and like hugely evil. But it was also completely unrepentant about that. This guy equally unrepentant, but not apparently but doesn't appear to have any cool abilities. Or if he has, he's laying low about them. This is the thing, you can never truly... It's hard to inside a ring because you can only hear the voice. You can't see
I don't have much to work with.
Yeah.
I'm a little too sus to wear it.
Yeah.
I'm
You do have a giant. You can say, hey, would you mind putting this on for a second?
You've also got a Milo.
Yeah.
Milo will wear it as a bracelet.
Yeah. Cool.
So those are like, it's like, so this ring is sentient and suicidal.
Yep.
I can fix him.
Yes, force him to spend large quantity of time with Milo. That will make things better for him.
I hang him on Gilgamesh's rhino horn.
Oh, so he can telepathically talk to Gilgamesh.
That will make him feel better.
Put
It makes
him on
Milo feel
every now and
better.
again. The Gilgamesh thinks this is a stupid idea, and he doesn't
You just
understand
put it
how
on.
he
Probably
is
telling the
in
truth.
any way a valid replacement for someone's dead sibling. What the hell
Oh
happened?
no, he's not. He's just there to help a little.
Oh,
You just put the ring on Gilgamesh and suddenly his little tiny eyes start glowing red.
yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
This is Milo's Epic of Gilgamesh.
Glorious.
Cool,
The rest
so
of you
that's
wake
what
up.
Kiki's gonna bring up over breakfast.
Yeah.
It's like, so a thing happened.
Am I the thing?
This-
You were
this-
talking to yourself.
Yeah, so this is Marcus.
Hello.
Hi, Marcus.
Marcus was a Corvum. Like 1,000 years ago. He tried to blow up the Emperor's castle and got caught, and the wizard like trapped him in this ring, and he's like been constantly awake for like 1,000 years. So the ooze like knocked him out for a bit, but now he's awake and he would like to die if we can arrange that for him.
For a bit?
Yeah.
But
I
not forever.
remember every now and again I'd like wake up and then more ooze.
Hank?
Mm.
The ring said that the ooze knocked him out for just a little.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know what to say.
It's a
Still
ring.
can't feel him.
We'll,
It's only been an evening.
perhaps, yes. Again, let's focus on getting out of this place first. And once we're free, then we can turn our attention to trying to help get Larry back, assuming he hasn't found his own way back before. All right. Well, I think we have a giant to go save.
Yes.
Oh, cool. What's that?
Oh,
Big thing.
Uh,
an enormous humanoid.
No hair except for up here. He's patting it off his head. He assumes the ring can see him.
Weird.
Quite. Apparently, there's a lot of unusual types below ground.
Oh.
So we'll have to find out what's going on with that.
Yeah,
But
we've
for
reset
now-
Larry's respawn timer. Okay. So are you freeing Gordrum first?
Yeah,
I mean, I think we've cleared all the rooms that were in here,
except for that big fancy one.
except for the big fancy one. That is true, but I do think that if we get Gordrum out first, might be an idea. And also, we did tell him we would. So
Yeah.
I mean, do we want to go in the ballroom, or are we just gonna get like attacked by another horrible thing in there?
I mean, we haven't found our way out yet, so I mean, it's got to be in some direction.
Unless Gordrum shows us the way out into the Underdark, and then we, just work out how to get out of the Underdark. The more I say it, the more I dislike it.
I don't really want to do that.
What's the Underdark?
It's an underground world.
And it's dark.
That is,
Presumably,
yeah,
because it's underground. Yeah.
and it contains a lot of creatures that we wouldn't find in the Humblewood, so could be
Right.
dangerous.
Right. Yeah. Sounds like a really awful place for me to get lost. Can I vote for not that?
Ballot. Well, should we? So, Milo,
Yeah?
the thing that's going to turn him into mist. How
Yeah.
long does that effect last?
1 hour.
1 hour. Okay.
Also, why are we letting the ring vote?
I didn't realize you were letting the ring vote.
I was just expressing a preference.
Oh. Okay.
I
mean, he's a
understand
ring,
I
we
don't
can
really have
disregard
any
it.
agency in this. Which, honestly, sucks.
I do think at this point Kingsley is awake, but he has produced a piece of parchment and a quill, and
Take it,
is
homie.
furiously scribbling.
It's great seeing you, mate.
So if we go, because the trick is if something happens to us in the ballroom, then we can't free Gordrum. But if we free Gordrum, and no, is he expecting us to go with him, or are we just kind of being like, go forth, be free, sort of?
It's a Mitch. Thanks, Emmy.
Personally, I don't mind at this point. I think we were going to try to take him back to the Humblewood so he could be not in too much danger, but honestly, at this point, I don't mind. Sorry, it's 12 here, so I'm
I think,
starting to fade.
Yeah.
I was very much under the impression that we were kind of just going to like get him back to that big down drop back into the Underdark so that he could basically make his way back to theoretically rejoin his parents. That we weren't necessarily going to follow because although it was a big deal, we were all kind of like, we're wounded. We're doing big adventure stuff, and also we should probably tell other people before we go exploring. So we should try to find a way out of the tower.
I thought we said last week that we were looking to do the opposite because Josh was saying there would be opportunities technically for him in Humblewood, in Espinora, or near Espinora.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah, I'm happy to go the other way though. With that,
I mean,
absolutely.
have we asked him what he'd like to do?
I think we did last week, but I am.
Not that I can recall.
It's like, hey, Gordrum, we can't remember if we asked you what you want to do.
Oh,
what's in for you.
if you offered to bring him, I think he would say, actually, I don't think he would say, but you don't know how far the way out is, or how narrow some of those corridors are going to be. whether or not you'll even be able to get him out. He knows that he can go back the way he came, but you don't know that he could get even like an hour of gaseous form.
True.
He could get an hour ahead, but the next small gap will need either another gaseous form or something else to get him through. You cannot be in any way confident that he would make it.
Yeah,
Though he would be a useful ally to have.
Back home.
Sorry, what was that, Jess?
Out of character, we should probably help him back home. But Josh makes a good point about the ally thing.
Well,
Ooh.
I think we should go check out this last room first, just in case anything in there is a problem, and then we can go rescue our giant friend. That's my opinion.
Perhaps that's an idea.
Make sure we've cleared this joint out, and then we know all our options, and then we can make decisions, cast spells,
Now that
kill
we're
rings.
now that we're awake, I think Kingsley will also finish what he was writing sort of with a flourish, as he'll stash everything back into his pack and mentally send a message to Princely to let him know there's still some unexplored area in here. We're going to check it quickly before we come to free our giant friend. I hope you're faring all right.
You get back, the giant snores. Surprising nobody. But he does give good scritches. You carry on. Let me know if you need me. So you're checking out the ballroom, the final unexplored room, Feist. In which case, I think, ladies and gents, we will leave it there. Thank you very much for playing with me this evening, guys. Omi, before he left, did roll us a d5 and got a 2 on the dice, which means when we do our favourite moments, which is now, we will be talking about Mitch first, which I think is deeply appropriate. Guys, Mitch did a fantastic job this evening. Tell him what bits he did the best. This is something we stole unapologetically from the dreaded GM. It's nice and affirming, and we love it. So, yeah, guys, flatter Mitch. Thanks, Tony.
Bruh. You made me cry. As a compliment. Favorite moment.
I made me cry.
But favorite moment wise, I'm gonna take a rare one and go, not a rare one, but one from before. Going full Here's Johnny on that door. You're like, is it made of wood? Yes, through I go. Like, I'll let everyone else take the obvious, but I wanted to give that one a special little shout out before we get into the crying again.
Good to see you, mate.
Like a favorite moment within a larger favorite moment, I think, but the description of how Hank attacked the jelly after Larry disappeared, like on all fours, just kind of clawing and ripping it apart. It was a really visceral description. You really felt Hank's like barbarian animal rage side coming out. It was dramatic. It was evocative. It was cool.
Yeah,
It's like you dropped the Ancestral Guardians thing entirely in that moment.
It was just about getting the get back. I think the whole scene was fantastic. It was a really small detail, but I really liked of when Kingsley started talking to Hank, and Hank kind of tried to sort of sit up and sort of go like, okay, and engage with the conversation and try to move forward. The fact that the first thing he did was that same finger to the pulse, like feeling like the pulse sort of like trying to slow it down for a moment. The fact that it sort of like it made it feel like even more like such a build into the character, because it was always something we've seen him do, but even outside of rage, him just getting in that emotional moment and defaulting to, I need to calm down, this happens automatically, was just like, I thought, a really, really nice detail.
Yeah, Leon, Hank went feral because I kind of killed his brother, but his brother's already dead. I didn't, but yeah, I killed his Echo, and it's okay, he'll get better, but we don't know that. My favorite is Larry Law. Gotta love the Larry Law of exactly what happened, and I was so grateful Kingsley asked. Like, if you can tell me to butt out, but like, yeah, what happened? How did this go down? And particularly love the detail that Hank feels guilty. Has always felt that it was him, that he's the reason Larry didn't make it. And then how it all happened. The story of he was just an imaginary friend, and then he was real. Loved that details.
Yeah. Favorite self moment. This is definitely the most I've cried in character for sure. Like when I was telling that story, that part of the story about how Larry came to be, I was like full, like tears running down my cheeks. So that was, definitely feeling some feelings. And credit to the storyteller for bringing that out. But I obviously none of this was expected. I never thought any of this would be coming my way at all. But it's going to bring a very different element to. As a player, obviously I recognise that it's a 2-day period as a player. But as a character, I can see Hank being very different towards Larry for a while. Very protective, very much not frivolously utilizing the abilities that he has anymore, putting Larry in danger when he thinks Larry's invincible, because he is very clearly now not. So, but it was very emotional for sure, and
awesome. Then Tony rolled a d4 and got a 3, which is Kiki. Favorite Kiki moment?
There were a lot of really good ones, but I have a particular sort of enjoyment for like ability descriptions, and I loved the stunning strike, specifically being the hissing drop sort of like ones to explain why it, instead of being like sort of explosive, it being that sort of trickling effect to sort of play into it. I thought that was a really, really cool detail.
Big agree. Am I doing it?
I liked Kiki's explanation as to the why all of this loot was so important, so as to not come across as
Loot goblin.
greedy, like a little loot goblin. It was like, I'm doing this, but for a good reason. But yes, I appreciated Kiki trying to explain all of that.
I really liked. I'm really glad you picked all that stuff up, because there was a couple of points in there and where I was like, I want to suggest something and I need to find a way to suggest it, and then you did it anyway without needing me to suggest it, and I was like, that's good. Like, if you take all that stuff and some of it starts becoming magical again, then you know you're up on the right logic.
Oh, yeah.
Kiki's kind of minor concern at this point is that Larry isn't leaked to an object.
Yeah.
But she's keeping that to herself.
Yeah. At least he'll get them all back. But as a favorite, I really enjoyed your. Okay, so this is Marcus the Ring. Just your recap of what you had learned from Marcus while everybody else was asleep to everybody else, and describing him as suicidal. Just like, I mean, yeah, he is. If he was capable of doing it himself, he would. He's looking for voluntary assisted.
I will jump in and say, related to something just pure Kiki vibes. I don't really wear rings.
Yeah, I
There's
would, but I'm
no-
not gonna.
Yeah, but like, it wasn't like I don't trust you. It's like you're not my vibe, so
Yeah.
sorry.
Soz.
Not big on rings that
Bro.
interfere with like my punching.
Like this is personal, but not in the way you think. I don't know why. Like, yes, everything else, but for some reason that stood out to me. It's like that is a quintessentially Kiki line.
Favorite self, my love.
Like Hank, yeah. Tick's like, just so you know, I'm not gathering all the jewelry to be greedy. There's
Yeah.
a reason. But I don't know, it was probably the conversation with the ring. Just kind of the, hello? Are you talking to me? Just the kind of, this has already been a weird 48 hours, and now,
This
like, there
might
was
as well
definitely-
happen.
yeah, there was definitely a, am I going crazy right now? Moment there. But she appears to be retaining some semblance of sanity, so that's good.
Excellent. Alrighty. We have had a 3 rolled, a 1 rolled in chat, a D3, and a 1 on it. Thank you, Tony. That's DM moments. Gross. Horrible. No one wants this. Let's just move on, shall we?
Not pulling punches.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's, yep.
Sorry, did I just take yours, Mitch?
No,
That one's Mitch's.
it's one of mine, but no, go ahead, please.
Sorry, yeah, just not pulling punches. They're mad respect. That would have been hard to do from a DM point of view, and it's given us some story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Almost getting Gilbert Gottfried's voice down. Thank you. Yeah, Tony. Yeah, look. It started strong. I think I lost it towards the end. It kind of went Danny DeVito, yeah. I'm alright with it.
Not the easiest voice to
Yeah.
pull off.
You got Bron around, you might be able to build a body for this guy.
It was a little bit, but I enjoyed like your little description of like the void demiplane that just was casually there in the room, and we were kind of like,
Yep.
we're not gonna mess with this.
Definitely don't put Marcus in that.
Also, I'll say in a like, what is it? In a sort of similar thing, the description you gave of the dream that Kingsley had, because I think all of it was really like cool and interesting. But I think the thing that I appreciated about it the most is I'm a big horror fan as long as I can't see it.
Yeah.
So as long as I'm not watching movies or TV shows, I'm a big horror guy, and I'm particularly fascinated by concepts of stuff like cosmic horror. So hearing the descriptions and the way you went about describing it landed it perfectly in that kind of like really unsettling, not like overtly threatening, but just like something is wrong. You know something is reaching out to you because you recognize that, but that's the only part of this that you can pass.
Yeah.
That made me that sort of really like, I was like, oh god, this is fucking horrifying, but I kind of want to lean into it and find out what happens. It's really fucking cool.
Mine, well, I agree with Jess, the not going easy part. That can sometimes be a little bit intimidating to do as a DM, but I think you handled it wonderfully. I wrote down it's up in your George Foreman because I thought that was hilarious, even though that wasn't necessarily a part of the game. I wrote that down because I think that's brilliant. And also I liked the line that you had from Marcus of, if you have any more of the pink ooze, I'd love another bath. Just like, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go back to that nothingness. Yeah.
Another line that he dropped there was, the Empire, Kiki saying the Empire is gone, and him going, hey.
Like, good job.
Yeah,
Nice.
Great job. Yeah,
Just the walking right up to the line of saying, "This is the Guy Fawkes
Yeah.
of Espinora." Well, the Empire that preceded Espinora.
Yeah, of the Elyon Empire. Yep. Hey, look. It's not new stories. It's just repurposed. Yeah, you kind of threw me for a loop of all of the loot. I was like, oh shit, yeah. And if you're taking it, I'll be honest, I genuinely did not really think that room would be particularly interesting. And hats off to Glenn. It's a very cool idea. That just had, in this particular instance, a huge amount of potential to really go screwy. I don't think I've said it on stream. I did modify those creatures a little bit. The cooldown on the magic items become magic again is a lot shorter in the book because it's designed for a lower level party. I've cranked it up because I think it's interesting narratively. Particularly, it makes more sense in a standalone short form adventure to have the cooldown be relatively short. In campaign play, long cooldowns are interesting and not like you don't want to have this awesome magic weapon that is now completely nerfed for the rest of the adventure. That would suck for a player. It's not fair as a DM. So I completely understand why it was a 5-round cooldown. Nobody expected that level of narrative event. Fair. Yeah. I didn't plan what was in the room because I genuinely didn't really think it would be that interesting. And then it was. So now I'm going to have to go away and write up a whole bunch of potentially magical items that may or may not be good for Kiki to possess and or sell to get Larry back. So yeah, I think my favorite moment was was dealing with that and the creation of Marcus on the fly. Because there's the long way around of saying I completely made him up right there and then. I had no idea that ring was there. I was like, this would be neat. Let's do that. And yeah. Yeah, I like that. I enjoyed that. I also enjoyed Gordrum being a little bit more like Gordrum's not smart, but he understands.
He's emotionally
people.
intelligent.
He has an emotional intelligence, yeah. It was like, I mean, I don't want to be mean, Milo, but that sounds fucking stupid. Yeah, I enjoyed that. All right, that's enough flattery of me. On to, we need a D2. Exclamation mark, roll space, the number 2 to choose between Milo and Kingsley. I could even do it. Seeing as I haven't been rolled anymore, there's no danger of me doing it. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Tony. That's a 1. That's a Milo.
Like I dearly adored Milo's attempt to relate the story of Gilgamesh the Beetle to what happened, and it's particularly the double down of then when you went to talk to Gordrum and Gordrum was like, that doesn't really, those seem like two very different things. And although Milo, I don't think actually like offered much comment in the moment, I could see the indignation on Milo's face. Like, that was absolutely important.
He's like, obviously it's not the same. Gilgamesh isn't my brother.
Yeah. That was great.
I think naming the beetle Gilgamesh is excellent. Just really top shelf name for a rhino beetle.
I've had him written for a while.
Oh wow, yeah. No, I adore Gilgamesh.
Mine is technically a Jess favorite moment when we're talking about roosters crowing in the morning. She's like, that's why they yell, because they're not morning people.
Ah!
And I was like, yep, I was forced to wake up at dawn every day.
Another day of this shit. All roosters have Gilbert Gottfried's voice now in my head. Just screaming at the sky.
Oh my god.
I like the description of peeling the dagger tattoo off. And making that kind of become an actual thing. and how you finished the fight as well by like just launching the dagger. That was really quite cool.
Thank you. I believe does the dagger tattoo allow me to summon the dagger to my hand? Oh yeah, no, I can just peel the tattoo off again.
I cannot remember. I think it's
it can't be over 100 feet away ever.
Yeah, no, it can't. Yeah, it just reappears on your arm.
Yeah.
I don't think you can summon it back, but it can't. You can either go get it and put it back on your arm, or you just go away from it and it reappears.
It comes back. Yeah. Sweet.
But it's not like a returning weapon, so you can't throw it and then summon it back and throw it again, like Eldritch Knight. Favorite self, have you said? I think you did.
No.
No, go on then.
Every part of me, like Jess, wanted to do what Kingsley did. But one, I've had Gilgamesh written for a while. For this kind of situation of, this is my emotional support bug, please take him. And two, I don't think Milo quite has that in him right now.
No.
He doesn't have the brain space for that. And so I was like, I want to be doing that's why I was like, thank you to Zach, not just Kingsley, but Zach, because I was like, that's generally the characters I write, that's generally what they do. And
having the restraint to not go beyond your character's capacity is really hard and a really important thing for a role player.
Yeah, I'm sitting here like, I really want to know. Just
Jess could fix this person, but Milo can't.
Context for the stream too. Psych degrade. It's second nature, and anyway, that was my favorite moment. Sorry, it's 12:35 and I'm rambling.
You did great.
I'm tired.
Finally, favorite Kingsley moments.
Okay. I really enjoyed the kill it. But
Yes.
Get it.
that made me laugh very hard. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, I had a second high-pitched scream induced by a golem in under half an hour. I really enjoyed that because it gives us a window into, like, Kingsley has a phobia of running of disembodied limbs.
It's not meant to
apparently.
be like that.
That's a really nice detail. Hey, Maharishi, lovely to see you. Sorry, I didn't say hi.
It sounded like he kind of just got the yucks. Yeah, when he saw it, he was like, yucky.
Yeah, I think he's just like mildly germophobic.
Yeah,
mildly?
more than mildly.
Well, I say mildly in that, like, if worse comes to worse, he can kind of put a lid on it. But, like, under any normal circumstance, he's just like, nope, don't want nothing to do with it. Keep it off me.
I'm gonna say I really love how you... There's a lot about Kingsley that we don't acknowledge is... like, he's not this. He's totally just this. And I really enjoy how you play that. How it's just sort of low-key, we sort of like wink to the camera. And just as a performatively, I really enjoy how Zach plays that. Gives just a little dangle of, I was like, Princely isn't this. Given what he is technically, he can speak. And we have all figured out that what he is. But I just really enjoy that. I think you do it really well. It's a low-key, interesting, fun thing for the audience to have to puzzle on if they don't already know the answer.
I think you handled Hank very, very well. I was expecting to play Hank quite differently after the Larry situation. But you managed to calm him down with what you said, and I don't think there were many things that you could have said that would have done it, but you kind of landed on that one thing, saying, what would Larry have wanted you to do at this point? And yeah, so kudos to you for just kind of weaving and negotiating and navigating that kind of awkward situation and just landing spot on where you needed to be.
Thank you very much.
I always really love your spell descriptions, and I'm coming to the point with Kingsley that I can recognize, like, when you were like the eagle screech, I was like, oh, he's gonna cast Shudder. Oh, he's gonna cast Shudder. move.
In a small space.
And I like that there's little hints, like with what Josh was saying, there's little hints in Kingsley's magic as well that are becoming more and more obvious, but somehow more and more blended. It's really interesting.
Thank you very much.
So your descriptions.
Appreciate that. Self. Yeah, look, I don't know. I enjoy playing the charisma character. I enjoy being able to talk to people, and I think I enjoyed finding the angle to talk to Hank. Because I think finding the angle that worked was, I think, a good thing, but also finding the angle for Kingsley reasons, finding the angle that he felt okay talking to Hank about it, because I think there were reasons that it, like, secret backstory reasons that at first made me very hesitant to sort of speak up in this scenario. And so I think it was a fun puzzle to solve, to try to come up with how Kingsley would go about it. So it was good.
I really liked, just narratively, at the very beginning, Kingsley had a real flub, and Hank had a bit of a poke at him about it, and Kingsley was quite mature about it, but like, yeah, but then got immediately to, no, but this is my strength, and helped Hank in the first way that, or rather the first time that Kingsley's really gotten to help Hank, who is quite a self-sufficient person. It was really neat to see that, that level of dynamic.
That is a very good point. Hank usually flies, well, other than Larry, he flies solo most of the time, so he's not really used to having people help him in any sort of meaningful way, and that was one of the very first real kind of meaningful ways that he's been helped by someone that he's travelled with for a very long time. So,
Alrighty, well, guys, we've been streaming for a gosh darn while. Some of us are very tired. It's most of us. It's pretty much all of us. Unless Mitch isn't tired, it's all of us. So we should probably go to bed.
Over here.
Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you this evening. We are affiliated with Trolllord Games. Check their stuff out at trolllord.com. We are also temporarily affiliated with Every Trick Books. And if you want to check out their fantastic stuff, like this adventure by the wonderful Glenn Watkins, go over to everytrickbooks.com. And check out their stuff. And if you do fancy making any purchases, use code COVE15, it's COVE 15, for a cheeky little discount, you bloody champions. Every Trick Books. There we are. That's the address. You can even get a PDF of this one. For our final episode of this adventure, which will be in 2 or 3 episodes' time, we will even be giving away a PDF of this adventure. Glenn has very kindly sent me some giveaways to give away. Give it away now, or later, soon. I need to message Glenn Jess's email address so that he can send her prize. We may well have to redraw because I haven't heard back from the other prize winner, so never mind. That means we get to give away You Wake Up in a Tavern, or Everything Begins in Something Begins in a Tavern. Again, more prizes.
That one too.
So guys, it's been an absolute pleasure streaming for you this evening. We need to find somebody to raid. Who we got? Beyond the Box Miniatures and Models. Luna Bacon is doing miniatures and models as well. We've got Mike Moans. We haven't rated the Moany
He's also actually in
Totally Serious D&D.
watching. Yes.
Oh shit. Well, I think we need to go and see Mike then. So, guys, we're going to drop right over on Mike Moans. Mike is a lovely mini painter from Manchester, and a splendid being, a pillar of the online TTRPG community. So throw your favorite raid emotes up in chat. Tell Mike where you came from. Show them the love like we always do. Hey, Quadrupotry, love to see you, my dear. And we will see you same bad time, same bad channel, hopefully on Tuesday night for some more Skyrim. And if not, Thursday for more Humblewood. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, you wee scallywags! Avast for now! Whee!